Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quintet here on Game Nights. I am your host and your Dungeon Master, Van, and we're here to play some god dang Dungeons and Dragons. I'm very excited to be doing that today. Thanks for joining us. If you're here live with us on Twitch, hello. If you're in the future somewhere on YouTube, also hello. And I hope you're having a good day and that this is contributing to that, because that's what we hope for, I think. If you're live with us on Twitch, you can find our schedule and stuff down below our faces. Our next live stream after this is going to be later today for the return of Saturday night's Ward 47 as we barrel headfirst towards the finale of that show. That's at 5 p.m. Eastern today. Val runs that one. And yeah, we have a bunch of live streams throughout the week as well. So come hang out with us. I don't have any fun announcements, really. Our socials are all in chat. So is our XP store, where you can buy fun things for our cast of characters here with your XP that you get from watching our shows. And I know some of you fuckers have a lot of it, because I can see the leaderboards. So spend that shit. Get a loot drop. It's loot drop day. Or some other fun stuff like inspiration and healing. And I think you can also name an NPC. We haven't had one of those in a while. So yeah, pop in the store. See if anything strikes you. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna let my friends here introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they are playing today, and something that happened last session. Anything you think that was important. And then we'll do the recap from there. Starting as always with Sid.
Hey, I'm tripped up on that last one. Hey, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me all over the internet at Greek Sid. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays, playing in games. I run our game of Elegance and Vigilance on Thursdays at 7 o'clock Eastern. It's Good Society. It's D&D. It's Regency Superheroes. Come check it out when we eventually get to play, when airplanes don't hate me. Today I will be playing Giselle Wintersweet, our Tabaxi warlock / rogue. What the fuck happened last time? Don't make me go first.
What happened last time? What happened to Giselle last time?
Good question. Last time was we got last thing was we got in the balloon. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You're actively
What did you put in your bag?
You're actively in the balloon.
Yes.
As a mental warm-up, I like to throw my players immediately into the frying pan and watch them sizzle.
We made sure that everyone can now see in darkness.
That's also true.
People got monocles. There we go.
Did
That's something.
some haggling.
Yes.
For the moonlight monocles.
Am I done?
Yeah, you can be done.
Did I do it?
Yeah, you can be done.
I did good?
Yes, that was
I
great.
did good? Okay.
I feel like the balloon is probably the most important thing to happen, so. Yeah, good job. 5 points. Rob's next.
Oh God, it's me. Hi, hello. I don't know why I was so thrown off. I'm always saying no, except when I'm not. I wasn't last time. That's why I was thrown off.
You were not last time.
I'm Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus _stage _Rob. You can find me at one of those on social media that I mostly don't use at this point. I'm around. I'm here. You found me. Hey. I am currently just doing this show on GGK. So technically speaking, Game Night's exclusive. And working on other stuff in the background as per usual. I will be playing Willoughby Wanderfoot, first year. An Owlin Paladin / fighter / good boy. And something that happened last time that I, honest to God, have not been able to get out of my head is just a hag backpack, or a hagger sack, as I like to call it. Damian just lugging around the boss that we fought on their back. And yep, that's hagger sack. That's what I got after a week of thinking about what I was going to call it.
I like it.
Yeah.
That did happen. That definitely did happen.
We also just did a lot of super satisfying quest turn-ins.
Yeah. Turned in a lot of quests. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. 5 points. 5 points.
Out of a possible what?
Yeah, you don't know.
Shit!
Rob needs more points than me. Mine was pathetic. Rob gets 10 points.
10 points? Okay, 10 points.
Out of a possible what?
You don't know?
I need to go to the leaderboard.
Roll a investigation check while Rachel
What's my modifier?
takes her turn. I'm going to let you decide that for yourself.
Rob needs his diamond rank is what he needs.
How about Rachel?
Hi, I'm Rachel Elizabeth here on Twitch, but I haven't been streaming there recently because I play D&D on the internet with my friends 2 times a week. Here on Saturdays, I'm on LB Hagamum's channel on Sundays, and I'm on Nerdiversion's YouTube channel on Thursday evenings. You can find me on socials at Rachel Elizabeth or Rachel Elizabeth with the Z in the middle of 7S. And today I'm playing Sereia Vale, the Circle of Wildfire Water Genasi Druid. Circle of Wildfire. I was like, wait, that's not right. No, it is. I light things on fire for fun. And like last time, we discovered that we are very bad at interrogations. The good cop, bad cop thing doesn't really work with us. We're all too wholesome. And Giselle has an undead cat in her bag.
Both of
That
those
is a
things
thing.
are true.
That is a thing.
I had forgotten about the second one.
Yes, there's an undead cat in the bag.
There
I wrote that down
is-
specifically.
There is an undead cat hanging out in Giselle's haversack right now.
Mm-hmm.
I should look in the book
Boy,
and see
that
if that
thing's
cat
gonna
has a
smell
name.
ripe when you open it back up.
It's
There's
an
lots
extra
of notes.
dimensional space. It doesn't smell.
Sure, I have no idea how that would work. Val, it's your turn.
Hello, everyone. I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown, looking around the internet. I'm here Thursdays and Mondays playing running games. Like was mentioned before, I run our game of 447 this afternoon. We're going to be heading into our finale kind of territories, bit of downtime before we hit straight into the end game. So come join us for that. Happy to return to playing some Parslings. And then on Mondays, I run a game called Red Jenny, where we play the Dragon Age TTRPG. And they're about to start a war.
Participate in a war.
Participate in a
We're
war.
about
I
to
guess
do
the
war
war is
crimes.
ongoing.
We're gonna do war crimes. We got from
Hopefully
petty
end a
crimes,
war.
we do war crimes. That's
Yeah.
our path.
Today I will be playing La Justicia, who is a Order of Scribes artificer slash Order of Scribes wizard slash battlesmith artificer. And what happened last time? Law tried to play bad cop during an interrogation and did badly. And then built a rocket engine for a balloon as payment for a couple of monocles, and also has a goat heart in their bag.
Both things are true. I forgot. Rachel gets 8 points. Val gets 11 points.
Oh, the scale goes over 10. What?
It's Wally's turn. And Rob rolled an 18.
Can I get extra credit after Wally goes for adding extra things?
So
Overachiever student.
I'll allow
I need
I'll
to
allow extra
know.
credit.
I'm
At
not
the
paying
end
attention in class because I lost my Zoom back.
of this bit, because Rob rolled an 18, I'll tell you how the scale works.
Okay. Wow, a lot of pressure on me going last. What's up, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary sign best friend on the internet. You can find me on socials at WALE132, the cute little Disney robot. I am a GGK exclusive, playing through Saturdays through Thursdays through Mondays. There it is. Thursday through Mondays is the games that I play on, mentioned by everyone on this channel already. So come check it out. Today, I am playing Damian, the human dragon monk who is powered by anime and dragons. This last time, okay. So we beat up Evelorna and we pretty much tied her down to a chair. We tried to interrogate her. Willoughby decided to be all bad cop and tried to be all Columbo with her, but that kind of went over her head. But Willoughby really stayed true to the bit and kind of intimidated her like really well. Law tried their best to intimidate her, but Evelorna just got like really annoyed by Law and all of our interrogation tactics because, like we said before, we're very wholesome. We're not really intimidating. Giselle decided to go, do some more snooping around, found herself a nice undead cat who's now her best friend inside of her haversack. Damien carried around Bavlorna on her backpack all the time, and before we dropped her off to the Herengans, who are now now in their custody. What they're going to do with her, I don't know. We found Claptrap. We found Clapperclaw's skull. We gave it back to him. He was really happy and grateful for us. We found an emo boy's art, and we gave it back to him, and he stopped doing sad songs, and he's now doing happy songs. It's kind of like when My Chemical Romance took a little break from doing sad music. But they're gonna go back to it eventually. After that, we hooked up with two little darklings who worked for Charm, who's a really cool big shadow lady. Big hat, big shadow lady. That's where my brain is going with it. Big hat shadow lady. After we talked to her and she gave us a balloon, and she's gonna help us get to this new land called Thither. And we're all really tired sitting inside this balloon. Oh, and Lob made the balloon have a rocket pack. Pew.
I was gonna start bidding halfway through, like $500.
Okay,
7 points.
7. Okay, I'll take it.
7 points. It was an excellent answer, but it didn't follow the prompt. I guess if you say it all in one breath, is it one thing?
Yeah.
You took a breath halfway through. It's two things.
I did take a breath.
Two things.
Yeah, that's 2 things.
Okay.
Is that enough to get me to diamond rank? Or should I go back to grinding?
I'm going to have to write out the leaderboards.
Yeah, are you in Premier League still, or did you drop down to Champion?
Yeah.
Let's start the game. Rob,
I feel like I did.
the way the points...
I don't know what anyone is saying.
The way the points work is I started doing a bit and then felt like I had to continue it because that's how I do bits, and everybody's scale is different, and you all got the max for your own scale today.
That's respectable.
So everybody wins.
I'll take it.
Don't be nice to me because I'm your friend.
Wait,
I'm
my
not.
scale was I needed more points to pass. I needed the most points to pass.
Well, no, there's not just one. There's not a static pass number.
Okay.
Everybody's working off a different scale.
Also,
'Cause I think
Val,
that's how
did
grades
you
should work.
expect anything different?
No, I
Yeah,
fully
let's
expected
be
to
honest
graded
here.
on a curve.
Yeah.
It's not a curve. Everybody is graded based on their own scale. It's not a competition.
I just had to do more.
Because I don't think grades should be a competition.
I want these.
No, the scales are all the same length. They're just divided up into different sections. Different size sections.
Okay.
All right, we'll litigate this after.
I'll win, but okay. Let's play the game. All right. So, that's what happened last time. What's happening this time? Let's get some,
Are we gonna get a pre-cap?
a pre-cap.
Yeah, you're gonna tell us what happens before we start the session. That's what I thought about when you said, I'm gonna tell you what happens this time.
I'll tell you what happens this time. Just leave it on this for now. So you all find yourselves in the large basket of the balloon of Trinket, Bauble, and Charm's shop. As you zoom along, heading toward thither. Are there any conversations you want to have in the balloon? You won't be in here for a long period of time because you're going much faster than originally anticipated.
I'm not having a conversation, but I'm teaching Clapperclaw how to punch so he doesn't get his head taken from him.
Okay. He tries his best.
Now we're just me and Clapperclaw are just training in the background.
Punching is hard when you can't make fists.
Yeah.
But he's
It's-
trying.
He's trying.
He's making a concerted effort.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I think we're all holding on for dear life because this is a rocket-powered
Yeah.
balloon.
You're
I'm just
zooming.
imagining like the basket is like way out in front anywhere, and the balloon is just like at like a like this angle.
The balloon's actually slowing us down.
Yeah,
keeping us
it's like
at
acting like a
reasonable
parachute at this
speed.
point.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Giselle grabs one of the helms of telepathy.
We only have
Is
one
that cool?
now.
I thought we had two.
Well, so
No,
to
you don't.
retcon it a bit, because Law actually can't make a helmet telepathy. I learned last time. So
They
Yeah,
used to
just
be
have
able
the
to until the taking of the wizard levels happened. So there's only the one now that you stole from the
Yeah.
mannequin.
yeah,
Got it.
but it's cool because I've had one all along.
Daisy's cool.
Yes.
What they do?
You can talk to people with their heads, or listen to their thoughts.
Shoves it on their head.
Ow.
Try it.
With who and why?
Try with Sereia.
Okay. What? That feels very personal. I feel like you should ask Sarai's permission first.
Sereia, I want to see how this helmet works. Hello.
We have a helmet.
Yeah.
Very fashionable.
I need to adjust it for the horns. I'm not sure. It's like half sitting on their head right now. I'm gonna do this when they sleep tonight. Sure. Yeah. I will open up a line of communication. Cast detect thoughts from the helm. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me?
Oh, that's strange. There's another voice inside my head.
Yes, this is Law. Hello.
Are you sure? How do I know it's Law?
How do I know it's Law? Tell me something only a Law would know. No, wait, that doesn't work. Ooh.
What does Giselle hate more than anything?
Swamps.
Oh, that's you.
Are you doing it? What are you
And
doing?
the rabbits, apparently. Shh, we're having a conversation. And the rabbits. I didn't know Giselle hated rabbits so much until recently. Hopefully she doesn't figure out I cast that spell on the hair again.
You did what?
What?
I knew you were doing something.
This has all been a dream.
Nice try. Now I know it's you.
Yeah.
If you hadn't answered the control question, then I wouldn't.
Yeah, I did cast a spell. I don't know if Giselle figured it out or not. I thought it would be funny if she lost.
She's gonna figure it out at some point. You know she won't let it go if she's suspicious at all.
I'll just throw a ball of yarn and then she'll get distracted. It'll be fine.
I don't think that works more than once a day.
This is boring. She walks away.
This is cool. I don't have to worry about Giselle listening in and butting in conversations if I do the through the detect plot spell.
You have to promise not to use this for evil.
No, I just how would that? Well, evil. Okay, how do we?
See, I shouldn't have said anything. It's crowded in here.
It is. Okay. I'm not sure how to end. How do I turn this thing off?
I'm not the expert in telepathy devices, but I'm pretty used to voices in my head.
Wait, what?
But I think you just.
No, I want to circle back. Voices in your head?
Oh, well, usually it's just mine, but sometimes, Winna would, yell at me telepathically if we were in public.
Okay.
If I was doing something dumb.
But
So I
like,
just kind of got used to hearing her in my head. And she's had several telepathic creatures on the island, so every now and then they check in.
okay, so like Winda's not talking to you. She's not like always in your head.
Oh no, not always.
Okay. I was honestly expecting, like, being in here, I was really expecting, like, the sound of millions of prayers, like, reaching out to you, like, begging you for help, like, oh, Sereia, please save me.
Oh, that hasn't happened yet. Should that
Okay.
happen? Should I be worried about that?
I mean, if you're a god, then yeah.
I'm not a god.
That you know of.
I think I would know.
I don't know. I read a lot of fan fiction that suggests otherwise.
Oh. Well, I'll let you know
Have
if that
turned-
changes.
You're over 18, so you probably would have heard by now, but...
I don't know. Maybe because we're not on the same plane anymore. It would be harder for them to get to me. I don't think I'm a god.
When
But now
the
you've got me
world needed
questioning
her
now.
most, she vanished.
Oops. Not on purpose.
No, I mean, I know you're not the god. It's a funny bit we've got going. I'm not going to yuck anyone's yum for,
But if I
For
start getting
believing
too
that.
powerful and letting the power go to my head and I actually do become a god, you have to stop me.
Okay. And if I start letting my newfound royalty get to my head, you continue to stop me because you've already done that.
I was gonna say, I think I've been keeping you in check pretty well.
All right. Cool. Cool. I'm starting to worry about the engines overheating, so I'm going to deal with that before the balloon explodes.
I think there's probably like a button on that thing that you can click to turn it off.
Oh, I didn't put the button on it. Oh no.
Well, there's gotta be a way to end the spell. It's a spell, right?
Nope.
Guess you just live in here now.
Uh,
I'll try to create you a comfy room.
I'm going to figure out how this works eventually. But
Okay.
thank you for testing. I'll be back later. Bye-bye.
Okay. Soraya's just talking to herself in her head.
The Sereia and Law have just been standing there, sort of in silence for like 5 minutes.
Giselle's just in a corner playing with a ball of yarn.
It only works once per day.
Like 10 seconds later, it's just, oh good, I didn't say anything embarrassing before. I think it's off now. Like in Serai's head.
She just thinks that Law lives there now. It's not gonna go away. So she's just gonna like let it go for a while.
Oh boy.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. A little while later, an engine roaring, zooming along, you finally begin to see something more than just mist. In front of you, the mist and the fog that you've been traveling through parts to reveal a primeval forest. A breeze wafts between just absolutely enormous trees, sending these motes of pollen all through the air. And you can see, sort of across from you in the sky, the sun. Very high up, sort of early afternoon. Sunshine that is hitting the top of these canopies and sort of piercing through to the forest floor a little bit. It's not another swamp. That would have been extremely funny for me to do, but no, it's a forest. Over the roar of the engine, Law Charm sort of says a little bit loudly, can we slow down?
Yeah, sure, hold on. And Law moves to the back, like climbing over, and just starts kicking at the engine until it either turns off or falls off.
Okay, let's say it kind of sputters and goes out, and the balloon slows down. And you see Charm sort of messing with a couple of pulleys. She starts to put the balloon down in a small clearing in this forest. You land, kind of jostled a little bit as the basket settles on the ground. Just, well, here we are.
I forgot what not swamp smelled like.
Oh, well, enjoy it here then.
Is there anything that we should be looking out for while we're here? Any like evil native creatures or something super dangerous that we should try not to piss off?
Any feuds? Any missing appendages?
Any random rebellions that may uprise?
Who's the hottest here?
Oh, I'm going to leave that to your friend Clapperclaw. I'm not overly familiar with thither. This is just a stop on our way back to Yon. So, and she kind of, what's that?
Who do we have in our party right now? Because we've got Clapperclaw.
It's the five of you. It's Trinket, Bauble, and Charm. It is Clapperclaw and Vansel the
Satyr, right?
Satyr.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vance?
All right.
Oh,
When's our next elimination round?
Right now.
Okay.
Right now, don't worry. You're not going to be attached to all these NPCs for much longer.
Vansel, you do not get a rose. I'm sorry.
Cut to like the confessional where Willoughby's just talking to the camera. Yeah, I didn't think they were bringing much to the party, to be honest. And you know me, I don't love leaving a friend behind, but sometimes paths just cease to cross, This isn't going on TV, right?
Clapperclaw sort of pipes up as well. If I were you guys, I'd go visit Nib in his cave. He basically knows everything that's going on in thither, so he's your guy for sure.
Okay, let's go.
What is Nib?
Yeah.
He's a guy.
What kind of guy?
Kind of a sad one, I guess.
Oh.
Another sad one?
No, that's sad.
Are they missing their heart or something too that we gotta find?
No, I don't. Well, I don't think so. I mean, you'd have to ask him. He's just been through a lot.
Okay. Well,
Is Nib really big or small?
Well, he's big compared to me, but you guys are all. He's like your size,
Okay.
unless he's gotten bigger since I saw him last. It's been a while.
Is that possible?
I don't know. I don't really know how humans work. We don't have.
Clapperclaw didn't have a head like a couple of hours ago, so I feel like anything's possible.
Okay, that's fair.
very true.
yeah, that's fair. Well, thank you for the ride. It was really helpful.
Of course. We're going to set off again, so I'll leave you with this, I suppose. And out of one of her many pockets, Charm pulls out a little rolled up map and hands it to you. That ought to be useful for trying to get around. It's the sun. Well, you can certainly use it to find one direction here.
I've been trying to get tickets to them for
I know, it's awful.
I was on the same wavelength.
I
as you.
was
I'm not
too.
proud of
there.
myself.
I was trying to figure out
myself.
what the joke was going to be, and you just got there first.
I was there. I was like, are we gonna drop a name of a song or?
So,
I am sorry.
if that's very funny, if that's all,
Oh, this is where we get off.
Oh right.
yes, that is why we're on the
Patronizing
ground
comment I have heard.
currently.
I give the map to Law to hold.
Great.
You're
Wonderful.
giving this to me.
I don't know how to read
Giving it
maps.
to them?
Well, I don't know how to read maps, and they seem like they're pretty brainy and smart.
I
type.
can read it. I might just lose it.
Oh, I give it to Giselle instead.
I give it to Sereia. I know my limitations.
Okay.
Right.
Open up the map.
So, and she kind of reaches over and points one long fingernail on the map to the cave you are looking for. So I have put the map of thither for you guys in Discord. She kind of points out. So we're probably around here. If you're looking at like the southernmost part of the map, on that easterly side, on the right hand side, there's a little clearing, little mushrooms. You're about there, and she points to that kind of rock formation that's like due west of you. Probably somewhere around there.
Okay.
I see the lit up cave.
Well, you can see the fire from here.
Yeah.
That's got to be a hazard.
Fire in a forest? In this economy?
Now you're just asking for trouble. Thank you. This
Smokey
is
the
really
Bear
helpful.
Is gonna have a heyday.
You're welcome. Stay out of trouble, will you?
Oh, we'll try.
We'll do our
Probably not.
We're usually
Just,
trouble adjacent.
No.
best. Or that, or it finds us.
Daria's holding the map up and just like wandering in the direction of the cave.
If push,
Okay, that's all right. Okay.
Bye.
right.
Thank you. Bye.
If push comes to shove, you know what the balloon looks like. So. Clapperclaw and Vansel are kind of looking over the edge of the basket, trying to figure out if they should stay in the balloon. Well, I guess we'll see you guys later.
Oh, okay, Cap. Remember, practice your forms every day. So that way people won't get the jump on you and take your head.
You got it.
Remember, your claws are trained weapons. They're used to protect, not to hurt.
Yeah. Vansel just waits because he doesn't really know why he's still here. He's just along for the ride.
Glad we got you some pants.
Me as well. Have a wonderful journey. And the balloon takes off again. And you find yourselves in a clearing in the middle of a forest.
Hey guys.
right where we started.
Hey guys. Real talk. I'm kind of tired. I did a lot of stuff last time, and I usually got my well of exuberance and energy usually pretty high, but let me tell you, it's
Log goes
pretty
and
low.
grabs back a Sereia to make sure she doesn't wander off any further.
Oh, are we not going to the cave?
Because I'm just imagining Sereia continue to walk.
Oh yeah,
over
she's
stuff and
absolutely
have this
just.
conversation.
She's got the map
just
out
like,
in front of her, just like like looking at it, memorizing it, like walking up.
That's a good point, Damian. Do we want to sleep here, rest, and then head to cave?
Yeah, I think resting is probably the smartest thing while all is quiet and there's not the roar of engines keeping me awake.
Yeah.
I can make us a hut again so we can sleep safely.
Oh, well, I have a spell that I wanted to try out.
Oh,
Druid Grove. It is gonna ward the entire area with lots of different fun effects.
Okay.
You invoke this. It takes 10 minutes to cast, but it lasts for 24 hours. You invoke the spirits of nature to protect an area outdoors or underground. The area can be as small as a 30-foot cube or as large as a 90-foot cube. Buildings and other structures are excluded from the affected area. If you cast a spell in the same area every day for a year, the spell lasts until dispelled. The spell creates the following effects in the area. When you cast it, you can specify creatures as friends who are immune to the effects, and you can specify a password that was spoken aloud makes the speaker immune to these effects. The entire warded area radiates magic. At a spell, magic cast in the area is successful removes only one of the following effects, not the entire area, blah, blah, blah. Solid fog, grasping undergrowth, and grove guardians are all things that'll protect us. since I have a bunch of spell slots left. I don't want
Okay.
to have to cast the tiny hut. I can do that and
Well, yeah, and we could even do the hut, because the hut is
Inside
it's
of-
a ritual, and I could do it as a little at the center, so we'll have cover for
Okay,
anything from
yeah.
a distance, and that'll protect anything from even getting to the hut.
Perfect.
In the center.
So
Okay.
fun.
Combo.
So it's fog and what were the other
Grasping
ones?
Undergrowth and Grove Guardians.
Okay.
I can animate up to 4 trees, causing them to uproot themselves from the ground, and they have awakened tree stats to protect us.
Okay.
The Grove Guardians fight until they've driven off or slain the intruders.
Fight to the death for me, trees.
Yeah, so the Sereia, you cast a spell. It takes what, 10 minutes?
Yes.
So yeah, you focus for a few minutes, and while you set up the hut off to kind of one side of the clearing, and the mists that are above you, they're not thick. It's just kind of that misty. You know how a forest gets at twilight, everything starts to get a little wet. They kind of coalesce, and this fog starts to wind between the trees that are on the outside of this clearing. Sereia, you can see some of the undergrowth kind of reaching up and moving a little bit, kind of twisting itself and sprouting some thorns. And then a few of the trees actually kind of shake, and they move their branches almost like arms. They don't quite uproot themselves yet, but you can sort of clock the ones that are awakened. Just kind of hanging out on the edge of this clearing, which is now protected. You guys
Their
have a
bark
whole-
is covered in druidic symbols. It's so cool.
Yeah, they appear in this faint blue glow before it settles in. Yeah, you guys, and you have the hut. You have a whole little campground, I guess.
That's so cool.
There's so much room for activities. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
That's
I
really
could do
awesome.
I could do 5
Fun
cartwheels
scenario,
here.
guys.
Yeah,
So-
those cartwheels.
You set up camp.
I'll build us a fire.
All right. Build a fire. I'm gonna have to look at the spell. So you can designate folks who are friendly, who are allowed to come in and out. Does that apply to things that are already in the area? If something was already in the area and you didn't designate them friendly,
Let me look.
I just have to look it up.
Yeah. It says I can specify a password, but no, it's just I can specify creatures as friends who are immune to the effects.
Okay.
So I'll probably, I don't know how big this clearing is, but we'll probably do as big as the clearing, and the fog is at the edge and the grasping vines are just inside of that.
Okay.
But anybody who is friendly that tries to go through the vines, it's just, they're soft and they can reshape themselves to serve as temporary seats or beds. Which I think it's
Gotcha.
just so cool.
That is so cool.
It's such a fun
Dope.
spell.
Okay. Oh, and it also lets you do either a gust of wind, a spike growth, or a wind wall. This is a cool
Mhm.
spell.
It's a really
Yeah.
cool spell.
Really
Druids,
awesome. And you
y'all.
can make it permanent if you're just
If you just keep,
Yeah.
yeah, if I keep
Yeah.
if it's my home and I just cast it every day, it just will last
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
So
it's
it
like a
says
druid's
it
version of
can-
Hallow.
Yeah, essentially. So it can cover up to a 90-foot cube. So we'll just say that that's about how big the clearing is. So it's pretty large. Yeah, you get this all set up. As you do, who's got the highest passive perception? I should
Oh,
write these
definitely
down.
me.
Not
Don't
it.
lie.
My passive is 18.
I feel like
Yeah, that's more than me.
it's Damian. Okay. Damian, can I get you to just roll me a d8? And then who's got the highest after Damian?
I have a 15.
Giselle, maybe?
I was checking what. Oh, actually, Duchess is. Hold on. Duchess is 18.
Okay. Do you have Dutch like actively?
Yeah,
I
Duchess
don't.
is,
I
is
don't
a
know.
sentient being.
I guess I don't know how.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah. So Damien, roll me a d8. Val, you roll
Got
me
a
a d8 for
7.
Dutch.
I got a
Yeah.
7 for Damien.
Okay.
Dutch got a 5.
Okay. Law, you see Dutch. Yeah, sort of as they've been kind of just rolling around the clearing, kind of keeping an eye out while you guys are setting up. You see them roll over to a particularly large tree. On the edge of the clearing, the little eye kind of popping up and looking at something, and then a little like claw pops out. These are all things I assume Dutch can do,
Oh,
and
yeah,
sort of
yeah.
plucks something off the side of the tree. Kind of rolls back and brings it to you.
What's you got?
It's a piece of parchment.
Oh. I read it.
You read it. It is more than just a piece of parchment. It is a wanted poster, which you
Oh.
can tell by the sort of layout of it. It's got wanted in big letters at the top. It's got a picture in the center, a sketch of what looks like a younger, like a tween, like 11, 12 years old, a boy, sort of skinny, sort of like wild hair, crooked smile on his face, and then there's something written below it. Do you speak Elvish?
No.
Then you cannot read it,
Sereia does. I think everybody would know that.
probably. And Giselle can
I
read
can
everything.
read everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've also got comprehend languages, but I'm lazy, so I'll get somebody else to read it.
Okay. Assuming you show this
Yeah,
to your friends Giselle and Sereia, you can both read it. Yeah, it's got
Sereia, Giselle.
this picture of this rascally looking sort of young teen guy. And it says wanted at the top, and then underneath his picture, it says, "Deliver this rascal alive and unharmed. As payment, I offer you the power to bring the dead back to life." And it is signed Granny Nightshade.
Oh.
My enemy's enemy is my friend.
God, every time I hear that name, I just think that she's gonna be a DJ. I'm expecting to walk into her home and
Granny
just
Nightshade.
It's a cool name.
drop a fat beat. Okay. So whoever this is probably someone cool then.
So cool.
Probably really cool.
I want the wanted poster.
Yeah, that'd be cool if I had a wanted poster.
I would frame that shit.
You probably do somewhere.
Giselle,
Dream
I feel
big,
like of
Giselle.
anybody in this group, you would probably have one in Kaladesh, no?
Not if she never got caught.
Mm-hmm.
There's the problem. Like my Baba gets caught like a lot because he's like the face of the family and stuff. So like yes, he has like several wanted posters. Some are better than others. Like the sketches, like you got to get a good wanted poster sketch artist. You know what I mean? Like they have to be truly dedicated to their craft.
Willoughby is going to commission Damian.
To make a wanted poster of Giselle.
We'll do it.
All right. So while you guys are looking over that, Damien, you guys are having this conversation. You hear, as you're kind of wandering the perimeter, you hear what sounds like, just for a second, like just a little small voice like singing, and then you hear another go, shh, shh, shh.
Hello?
You wander over, and you see, you've seen this before because you traveled through one to get to Palisade Hall a million years ago. Essentially a fairy ring, a little ring of mushrooms. Oh, there are about, let's see how many are there. Forgot to get the dice out, which could pose a problem. There's about 60 of them, sort of these very small little toadstools that form this circle. And as you walk over here, this like shushing sound, and it almost looks like a couple of the mushrooms are moving, like settling onto the ground.
I like to try to sneak over and be quiet as I approach the circle.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
That great, but 16.
Okay. You sort of soften your footsteps a little bit, and you start making your way over to this ring. And you see a couple more of the mushrooms start to like almost like shake a little bit, and they settle back down into the grass. You make your way over, and as you get close, the whole ring, like all of these little mushrooms, kind of raises up a little bit and kind of like shifts away from you, and then sets back down.
Well, first Damian pulls out his sketchbook and like sketches all of this down, recording this for notes later. And then he'll like, hello? I'm not gonna hurt you guys or anything. You're just really tiny and cute, and I like watching you.
You say this out loud, and one of the little mushrooms like closest to you kind of like shimmies a little bit, and then a couple next to it do it, and then they all kind of start like popping up a little bit out of the ground, and they all turn to look at you, and they have little eyes and like little tiny mouths on the side of the, it's not really a stem,
A stalk?
Yeah, stalk is a good word for it. And they all just kind of look up at you, and in unison, a few of them go, "Hello?
Hello? I'm Damian.
Hello."
I'm sorry if we are intruding in your area. I mean, we're just here setting up camp. You guys can stay here too if you want, if you're not going to cause any mischief or anything.
The ones in front go, "You guys can stay here too if you're not going to cause any mischief or anything."
Oh, okay. Wait. Are you repeating what I'm saying?
They all just kind of look at you.
Okay. Well, you want to come meet my friends? I mean, they're friendly too, just like me.
The one in the front kind of they don't have arms, so they kind of have to use their like caps to gesture back. But gestures back to them and says, "They're friendly, just like me."
Oh, okay. You guys stay right here. I'm gonna go get my pals. All right. You guys
They settle.
stay. I get up and I head over to the others. Guys, I found a ring of
What?
Guys, I found
I
a
just
ring.
got out of a swamp. I'm bathing. What do you want?
It's just really distracting. I found a ring of cute little mushroom people.
Sereia is showing Willoughby that if you jump into the vines, it'll turn into a seat.
Whoa! Whoop! Oh, this is so
That's what we're doing. It's like jumping into a beanbag chair.
Yes.
I could rock so far back and forth in this, and I won't fall out. Whee!
The vines are trying really hard to not drop us as we're being obnoxious.
But yeah,
What, Damian?
I found a little circle full of mushroom people. They were making like a little fairy circle, and they were just chilling and they're singing, and they said they're pretty friendly. Though they're kind of saying the same thing I've been saying, but maybe that's how they communicate.
You guys start to hear a little bit, like a little bit of a tune, kind of carrying over to you from where the mushrooms are, as like a group of them have started singing a song.
Yeah, that's them. That's the singing is them. Come on.
Aw.
Are they
Cool.
pixies? Are we not allowed to curse?
Well, I don't think they're. Well, what? DM, could I
Yeah.
make a nature check to see if I recognize these little guys?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's like our own personal little concert.
13.
13. Yeah. These little guys are pretty common, especially in like Feywild areas of like forest and stuff. They are called campestries. Singular campestry. They're a campestry mushroom. And they're little singing mushrooms.
They're just
Singing's their
these-
favorite thing.
These guys are called campestries, and they're just little guys who sing.
We've got campestries in the camp.
Yeah.
Fitting.
Come on. And he'll guide the others over to where they're at.
Mhm.
And
So
they
they're all
sit.
yeah,
sit down and watch.
they're all kind of in this general circle, but there's a bunch of them. There's like a whole swarm of them, so they've started like bouncing around a little bit, and they are singing. I think I don't know if necessarily they would be like singing anything you guys recognize, but just by like the tune and everything, it sounds like some kind of like shanty, like something that a lot of people probably have a lot of different versions of. So yeah, they're all kind of bouncing around
Yeah.
singing.
We all start doing that thing where we sing that song that we knew at camp, but everyone has different lyrics to it.
Mhm.
But it's the same tune.
It's like that.
You mean living in England? It's the hokey cokey over here. I'm not kidding.
That's a drug.
That sounds
Yeah.
like it.
That's one of the drugs from Riverdale.
But it makes more sense now
Yeah, it
about
does.
the whole damn song if you're fucking coked out of your mind the whole time.
Most songs make sense if you're coked out of your mind, I think.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do
Don't
drugs.
do drugs, kids.
Or do. I'm not your dad.
Don't do coke.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't
You
do
won't
coke,
like
right?
it.
Just don't do coke.
But yeah, you have this little swarm of mushrooms. They're all staying like generally in kind of a ring, but there's a lot of them. They're bouncing around and singing, and a few of them who are like near you guys. Again, they don't have like limbs, but they kind of they gesture with their little tops, like as if to say, "Come join us."
You see, they're pretty nice. I mean, I don't know how to communicate with them. They just repeat back everything I say.
So are they just outside of the protection of the clearing, or are they in the clearing with
They are
us?
in the clearing with you.
Okay.
Is a tree slowly making its way this direction, cracking its knuckles?
No,
Oh.
not
Oh, no.
yet.
I'll designate the mushrooms as friendly.
For
Well,
now.
make sure for now, yeah, make sure
Yeah.
they don't you know.
Damian looks at it. He repeat. He leans to one of the mushrooms. Say, bud.
They kind of like giggle a little bit, but they don't say it.
Okay, I'll dance with a bunch of weird mushrooms. It's the Feywild. Go nuts, right?
I feel like
Peter
it's not the
Piper
first
picked a
time.
peck of pickled peppers.
Some of them kind of like hop up to Willoughby. They're all just kind of looking at you.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
And they all just kind of look up at you again, like they're internalizing what you're saying. Giselle, you want to dance with the mushrooms?
I dance with the mushrooms. Why
Make
not?
a performance check.
Okay.
While this is happening, Sereia is laying down on the grass and having a very serious conversation with one of the mushrooms about the color of the sky.
Okay. I like
18
it.
performance.
Okay. Yeah, Giselle, you join in, kind of pretty easily, sort of falling into step next to all these little guys. Careful not to step on them or anything. They do a little dance. It involves a lot of circling, bouncing in circles, that kind of thing.
We do dances like this in Kaladesh.
You do, and as you're enjoying yourself, Giselle, you start to feel, even though there are no instruments playing, you start to almost feel like you can just hear like a little bit of music accompanying them on the wind, and you just feel just a little magic just kind of settle. Right,
new EP.
right around you, right here. For the next 24 hours, you have the benefit of the True Seeing spell.
Oh damn!
So you blink a little bit, and you can see everything just comes into focus a little bit more. You can see like individual little motes of like pollen, almost like fairy lights, like glowing in the little bit of sun that's coming through.
I can see into the ethereal plane too, can't I?
Maybe. I didn't pull it up. I should have.
I guess it's time for the reveal.
True
so
Seeing.
You look over at Law.
I read it
and
yesterday when I was doing
where
it.
Law was standing.
Yes, the ethereal plane is the other one. So yes, you have True Sight, which True Sight out to 100. This is all out to 120 feet. So True Sight out to 120 feet. You can see in normal and magical darkness. You can see invisible creatures. You can automatically detect visual illusions and seed on saving throws against them. You can perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature that has been transformed by magic, and you can see into the ethereal plane. And you can also see any secret doors that are hidden by magic. I'm gonna post the spell. Yeah, you have that.
I think these
for the next
are
24
magic
hours.
mushrooms.
Wait, like the ones we got before, or?
I don't know, but this is sick.
Oh,
Sereia is bathed in golden light. She actually is a god. No, I'm just kidding.
Chat says takeaway, always dance with the mushroom peeps. You right, chat. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, you have True Seeing for the next 24 hours.
This is cool. These little mushroom guys are cool.
I like these guys.
They finish another song, just kind of settle back down into their ring. A few of them just kind of singing little songs they know.
Damian's just drawing pictures of all these little guys.
Okay, that was really sick, but we should go the fuck to sleep.
I have a few things I need to work on, but I'm gonna set up, since we got the beds and stuff now, I'm gonna set up the hut if it starts to rain or anything, but and so I can work and not make a lot of noise for all of you. And anybody who needs to pop inside, welcome to.
I can help if you need it. I can be your lab assistant.
Sure. If you wanna learn some stuff, I'd be happy for help.
Yeah.
All right, grab that toolbox, Willoughby. Let's get to work.
Wee.
Hear a
Willoughby's
few
gonna have a
mushrooms.
Drillaby.
You hear a few mushrooms from the side going, "Let's get to work. Let's get to work."
You can help too if you want. Come on.
The more the merrier.
A few of them hop over. They're so little.
And like one a screwdriver.
Well, they don't have hands.
I said
Just balance it on there.
Just fall backwards.
One of them is holding a screw in their mouth.
Many hands make light work, but
Oh, do they have
I
teeth?
think we only
I
have
just imagine them
4
open their mouth
hands.
having a mouth full of like serrated.
No,
Oh
they.
my gosh, they're like those mushrooms from Mom and Dad Save the World.
Like the predator mouth opens.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the top
they-
cap just opens up. It's just like this maw of teeth.
Yeah, they got a bunch of little sharp teeth, like little kitten teeth in there.
And their mouth just like when they open their mouth, it's like twice as big as their body. It's just like,
Yep. Yeah, one of them's got a little like snaggletooth, like
I
one long
love them
thing sticking
so
out.
much. I want
They're
one as a
amazing.
pet. I don't have enough pets. I need more.
About 60 of them in here.
All right. Speaking of pets, I called Dutch and Gadget and go with Willoughby and my new friends into the make a hut.
They sing you a little song
Oh,
while
lovely.
you're working.
Damian, Giselle, should we make some dinner? Since they're working hard.
That'd be a good idea.
Or
I'm sure we have some things in our bags we can
maybe
make something
don't
from.
put mushrooms in the stew. That seems like it would be rude.
Giselle
think
says
it would
mushrooms in the stew, and from across the 20 of them just just are screaming.
No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
No, we're not putting you in. No, we're fine.
We're allergic. We're allergic.
I can't help it.
Oh my God. The visual of that is
They
so
just
funny.
start screaming. It's like that. You guys know that vine with all the rubber chickens in the
Yeah.
bin? They press one of the rubber chickens and they press them all down. It's just like, ah!
I was just
A bunch of
imagining like a
screaming.
perfect little crowd of them on the ground all screaming in unison.
Yeah.
I love these guys. What are they called again?
They're called campestries?
They're
Campestries?
like
Something like that.
Pikmin. I love them.
They're called campestries.
I'm sorry. I want the whole campaign to be these guys now.
They're just gonna follow us everywhere.
We've
Yeah.
deviated from the canon lore a little bit, but I
Can-
don't care.
Can I collect a bunch of them and throw them like Pikmin?
Well,
Ugh.
I mean,
No,
you
don't
shouldn't
throw
throw
them.
them.
Or like not like Pikmin, where
You
I
can
just
like maybe
point
toss
to
them.
Yeah.
Or like
maybe
if you need to
toss them.
collect
in the
something
air.
from a weird
Yeah.
ledge jutting out
Yeah.
from a tree, you
Yeah.
just like hook one
Toss
up
one
there.
Hook one up and like a bunch of them grime up and then they all bring it down, something like that. Like Pikmin.
They can
style.
try, but they don't have arms, so they'd be stuck up there.
I don't think
I'm just
Pikmin
waiting
have
for them
arms.
all to
Maybe
like
they have
zorg
arms.
into
Yeah.
one massive mushroom and then attack us.
Yeah.
You solved my mushroom puzzle. Anyway, yeah, you guys. Some of you get to work. Some of you, Sereia, you started a fire. Easy peasy for you. You're a druid with fire powers. This part of survival is extremely simple. Yeah, you build fire. Make some camp stew.
I knew randomly throwing all these vegetables in my bag was a good idea.
Sereia just pulls out of the haversack like one of the leftover pots from when Law was going around campus at Strixhaven, just gathering up any metal they could find. Just like one little cooking pot
I
left.
saved one from
that
them.
Sereia saved. Bunch of random vegetables in there. A frog comes hopping out like it's been hiding in the pot the entire time.
Oh, well, enjoy your new home.
Hops off into the forest.
Whoops.
And from very far away, you just think you hear a little voice saying, "I'm free."
This is one of the ones with the jetpack.
And then you hear a little clicking noise and just.
Systems engaged.
Ribbit. Let's ride. And yeah, you guys. What Willoughby and Law? What are you working on? Anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm having Willoughby help me redesign Dutch.
Okay.
'Cause after after not being able to bring Dutch places because of Dutch's, I'm realizing how bad Dutch's design is for off-roading and having to grout a lot of the surface of the sphere every time we go anywhere. So I think it probably takes most of the night, so probably not finished until after we sleep and get up in the morning and finish working on it. But yeah, just disassembling and
reassembling. Gotcha. Okay. Anything you guys want to do before you go to sleep?
Damian, how are your knife skills? I know you're fast with your fists. Are you
Pulls out
quick
a
with a
knife
blade?
and like twirls it back and forth, butterfly knife style. It's okay.
Perfect. Chop this onion.
Got it.
I think at some point.
Just like throwing things at Damian.
Oh yeah, it's doing like
Shop.
just chopping it up in midair.
You guys come out of your makeshift workshop, and Sereia and Damian are playing Fruit Ninja.
At some point, Willoughby walks up to the kitchen setup and it like dodges like an onion. Just whoa, that was cool.
You should see him with the carrot. Hold on. Watch.
There was it.
I was coming out here for a snack, but do you guys need any help?
Nope. We just have to throw this in and let it simmer for a little while. We're almost done. We have more vegetables than we actually need chopped. This was a good time.
Oh, sweet. Willoughby grabs a carrot and just vanishes.
Uh-oh.
They got Willoughby.
Willoughby, did we have a cursed carrot?
You hear a chorus of little mushroom voices going, Willoughby, Willoughby, Willoughby.
Willoughby is just like camera cuts behind pans behind Damian. Yeah, what do you need?
How did you get over there so fast?
My little legs.
That
And then
makes
he
sense.
just trots back to the workshop, giggling to himself.
You know what? That makes sense.
Prank era.
That makes sense.
How did
I'm not gonna question it.
checks to make sure that her cloak is still on?
Law, Willoughby hasn't left.
Oh, that's dope.
Willoughby's doing
That's
pranks.
so dope. Oh,
Did you multi-class?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy.
that's so dope. That is so dope. I
Willoughby,
love it.
Do you want to tell your friends
Yeah, so
what your
another
newest
Willoughby
addition
walks
is?
walks into the workshop, and now there's just two Willoughbys. And Law, they're almost done out there. I brought you a carrot.
Oh, thank. What's going on here?
So, a little while ago, I was toying with the idea of, well, I don't know. He sort of like kicks dirt a little bit. I've been feeling a little homesick, and so I've been learning a lot about like, retooling like the spirit shroud to like manifest kind of like versions of my family. Just it's this little thing that like brings me comfort in battle. And then I got to thinking, I was like, oh, I wonder if I could just like harness that and kind of fine tune it for the battlefield. I can't be everywhere at once, and it's making me really nervous because there's a lot of scary stuff out there. So I figured out how to manifest an echo. It's me. He just points to himself.
You cloned yourself.
I mean, kinda.
That's so cool. So wait, if I like let's say like holds up, how many fingers am I holding up? You answer. You don't. Like look, like shows it to like one of the illusions.
The other one answers correctly.
Hold on. Takes out book. Starts writing. I need to take notes on this.
Okay. Yeah,
Thank you
I figured
so
this would help,
much.
especially with like keeping watch and stuff, because I don't know, I feel like I've been really tense and on guard lately, and I feel like I gotta loosen up a little bit. So having like another me to patrol the perimeter is pretty handy.
And we can prank the hell out of Giselle with this.
Oh, maliciously.
Willoughby, you get cooler every day. And you are already very
Oh.
cool.
I don't rank my friends, but like if I did, you'd be pretty high up there.
Top 10.
Yeah,
Alright.
definitely in the leaderboards. What do you want your high scores like name to be?
What's your handle?
Hmm.
We're going old school arcade games. I mean,
Law,
just
law types
LAW
ass.
Even though they have a 3-letter name that would fit perfectly on there. It's FRG. Like frog.
Frog.
Oh.
Alright.
But yeah,
Giselle
mechanically,
wanders over. I'm sorry.
No, yeah,
Go ahead.
mechanically.
No. Tell
Uh,
everyone what you are. I'm so excited.
Yeah, mechanically, I took fighter specifically 3 levels ago, to eventually multi-class into taking the Echo Knight subclass. Because I
That's
thought it
very
was
cool.
fucking sick, and I was listening to a podcast, and one of the players was doing it, and I was like, "That's cool. I'm gonna steal it."
It's really cool.
I wasn't sure. For a second, I was like, "Do you do trickery domain cleric or
No,
something?"
no, I took fighter
I love that.
specifically for this. So shout out to not another D&D podcast, specifically
Mad
campaign
Pod.
2.
Mad Pod.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
the Echo
Pod.
Knight is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anything else? You guys are gonna have dinner and get some rest.
Giselle walks to the other corner of the clearing and holds onto her necklace. King of Tricks, are you here? I was just wondering if you could give us some help with these hegs and stuff. Also, I hadn't seen you for a while.
Go ahead and roll me. What is this? What is this? What is this? Roll me a charisma check with advantage.
I think that's 17. 21.
Okay. 21. Giselle, over on this side of the clearing, you feel that like warm breeze kind of pick up again. And then just on the edge of the clearing, you catch out of the corner of your eye. It's not a full like corporeal form, but you can see into the ethereal plane. You see kind of half-formed like shape, almost like somebody is kind of walking, like weaving through a couple of the trees, and you hear some rustling, and up on a tree branch you see just like the vaguest like outline of somebody sitting up on that tree branch, kind of one leg thrown over the other, kind of leaning back against the trunk, kind of like half in, half out of your vision. But you hear a familiar voice coming from up in the tree. Giselle. It's been a bit.
So you're here. Hi.
Sort of. What can I do for you?
So we're about to go well, we defeated one of the hex. I don't know if you saw, but yeah, it was really cool.
I heard a rumor.
And so we're about to go after another one. But we're hearing this thing. We thought that these three hex. It was just like three sisters, but one of them let it slip that there's like a fourth sister. I was just wondering, like, if you heard any rumors or anything about like this fourth one and stuff.
I've heard a few things. The daughters of Baba Yaga are well known to many of us.
Like for real, like they're Baba Yaga's daughters,
Well, I suppose
like
it
the Baba Yaga.
depends on what you mean by for real.
Like that's not an expression about like all hags, like, but literally like these ones are like her daughters.
Yes.
Holy shit. We kicked Baba Yaga's daughter's ass. That's awesome.
Oh, and she is not going to be pleased.
Oh. Right. Is Baba Yaga also like here and stuff?
No, she's been making her way around. She likes to travel, but no, she usually leaves her daughters to their own devices.
Cool. Cool. You wouldn't like happen to know the fourth daughter or have a name or anything?
Not well. She mostly keeps to herself, but the way her sisters treated her over the years is not surprising.
Oh yeah, she really like hated her and stuff.
Now, it was a long time ago. I remember when it happened. The three of them did not take kindly to her joining their family.
Oh, so she's like a stepsister. Oh, okay.
Well,
I get that.
adopted.
Right.
And more competent than the three of them combined, so you can imagine how that went over.
Oh, okay. All right. So she's an adopted sister, and she's much better than the rest of them. Got it. I mean, if that's all you know, then like I appreciate it and stuff.
Well, it wouldn't be any fun if you didn't figure some of it out on your own.
Oh, we're figuring out so much stuff though. Like we already know the other sisters' names, and we're gonna go kick this one's ass, and then we already have like a balloon that we can like take to Yon maybe. Yeah, we're doing really good.
Good.
Giselle's just like preening.
You guys can see Giselle talking to a tree. Well,
Sereia doesn't know this.
if that's
Well,
all
it
you
definitely
need.
doesn't notice, and I want someone to point it out to them so badly.
Damian notices, but is kind of used to it.
I'm gonna send other me over there to check on that.
Okay.
What's going on?
Giselle potentially. Giselle potentially talking to a malicious being in the wood. Don't worry about it.
Is she talking to a tree again?
Again?
She does that all the time. You see when there's like a spot of light reflecting off of something, and she just like yells at it for hours.
Yeah, Willoughby, send your echo over there. Are you trying to hide him?
No, I'm probably just gonna walk up to Giselle.
Okay. Oh, a Willoughby walks up to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll never know which one's the real one.
I think she like tries to step in front of Willoughby to like hide, even though I don't think Willoughby can see, hear some, but
Nope.
like still just tries to like step in front. Hey, Willoughby, what do you need?
just check in to make sure that everything's okay.
Cool. Great. Everything's super cool.
Insight check.
Insight check.
Willoughby whispers under his breath.
18.
Only rolled a 7. It's only a 15.
Okay, it's close. Willoughby, everything is fine,
Okay.
but Giselle is. There is clearly something going on that Giselle's not telling you. But she doesn't seem
Okay.
distressed, I don't think. In
Yeah.
any way.
Just doing the old security detail, keeping watch.
Like snapping his fingers while
You're
like
really
walking
good
away,
at
like doing the
it.
SpongeBob, like.
You're so good at it. We appreciate you.
And yeah, I'll leave her to it. It was more so just making sure that a friend wasn't getting stolen.
I like that boy. You hear from the
Me
tree.
too. Willowby's really great.
Well,
Yes, I guess that was it. Unless like, I don't know, we're making stew. Like I could bring you some or something.
thank you, but I must be going. Responsibilities and all that.
Of course, yes.
Uh,
A lot of responsibilities.
You can see the form kind of reaches out, and there's just a little bit of a shimmer, and you just feel kind of like a warmth settling over you, like a hug from a friend. Have sweet dreams, Giselle.
I hear sound.
He just kind of, and that form is gone.
Picks a flower, wanders back.
You guys all have dinner? Work on retooling Dutch.
At some point during the process, just goes out and starts digging up the ground to try to dig up as much sand as possible.
Okay.
And brings that into the workshop as well. Just like a lot of
Okay.
raw materials being brought in.
Okay.
At
So-
one point, Sereia wanders in with like a bowl of the stew for a lot and forces them to stop working for like 10 minutes in order to eat.
You have to like take
Just
their
literally
tools away.
takes the tool out of their hands and puts
No.
the bowl inside of it.
Oh, I'm hungry actually. Thank you.
Just stands there making sure they finish holding the tools that they're holding.
Just shovels it in and then gets back to work.
Trades them back.
Thank you.
A bunch of the little campestries have started like finding little rocks and like rolling them over, and they've made a little pile.
Oh, thank you.
They don't know what you need, but this
No, actually, it's very
the
helpful.
size of something they can move.
I need
This
as
little
much
pile of rocks.
carbon as possible. So
They're singing a little song, finding rocks. Yeah. Anything else?
Long rest.
Long
We all need it.
rest. Well, you guys asked for camp time. There's your camp time. And for us, it's break time. Already. I can't believe it. So yeah, you guys get a long rest, and we are gonna take a quick break. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us so far. We'll be back in a quick few minutes for the dawn of a new day in a new realm of the realm formerly known as Prismere. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Stick around. We will be back very soon. And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out during our break. We're refreshed. I've got caffeine. We've got snacks. And we're gonna pick back up where we left off.
Oh, those extra toasted cheeses are the bomb.
They're so good.
Oh my gosh, I destroyed a box of those yesterday.
They make regular Cheez-Its seem
Yeah.
overworked and
Like
underbaked.
that and the
Obsolete.
extra cheesy Cheez-Its are basically like eating Cheetos.
These
That's what they
are the extra toasty Cheez-Its are the double stuffed Oreos of
Yes.
Cheez-Its.
Like they
where
should just be the regular
they
ones.
They just should
Yes,
be
they
the
should
regular
100%
ones.
should be.
Yeah.
You're right. All right, so you all wake up the next day to sunshine. The same sunshine that's been sort of poking through the tree canopy since you went to sleep. You're all rested. You have all your hit points back, all a full long rest, all that good stuff. You guys don't need me to explain it. You know how this game works. And yeah, so you get up next morning. You're all set for adventure. Where do you want to go? Find some forest music.
Are we gonna go find this? What was his name?
His name is Nib.
Nib.
We gotta go find Nib in the
I was about to
cave.
say Pobnob, but that wasn't right.
No.
Nib
That's
is
a fun
that
name.
direction.
Oh, this is fun music.
Trying to find.
Makes me want to play like Minish Cap.
This is very fun.
Play some Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. I want to play.
I want to trot. I think I'm going to trot through the forest, you guys.
All right. So yeah, you guys, you have the map. You have a general direction of where you're going. It's again, you're pretty much in this like primeval forest. I mean, the trees here are absolutely just massive. There are smaller ones, and there's little saplings kind of coming through and stuff as it is growing out here where you are. But yeah, some of these trees are just, I mean, could be hundreds, thousands of years old. You guys have no idea. They're huge. Like standing on one side, you can't see the other side. They're massive. And there's, there's some wildlife. Some of it familiar to you, some of it not so much. Lots of pollen, again, sort of floating through. It's like kind of like in this area, it's like perpetually springtime, essentially. So yeah, sun coming through. As you make your way, the campestries all say goodbye. You guys
Hi,
pack
little
up
friends.
and you start to make your way west toward.
I guess I should describe what I did.
Yeah. I
last
was
night.
about to get to that, and yeah, you guys start
That's
to make your way out and towards the rock formation that was pointed out to you, where Nib's cave is, and following Law out of the workshop.
Is a new upgraded Dutch, which looks a lot like OG Dutch. Law introduces Dutch Mark IV, which is a very sleek frog. It is back to being just about a dog-sized robot frog, but instead of being really kind of like mismatched like pieces of metal welded together and like clunky, and instead Law has fabricated fiberglass over the night, has very sleek has created very sleek armor panels over Dutch's body, like very shiny, clean, but is fully quadruped now and is able to actually walk and move through the grass instead of trundling and rolling through it, what the big orb was. But yeah,
Dutch Mark IV.
Dutch Mark IV.
Wow, this is a really sleek looking Dutch.
Thank you.
It's Dynamite. That's just what I'm imagining in my head.
Now I can't think of Dutch going, hey there, Law Felky, we're gonna go on adventure.
I'm just imagining Dynamite now.
Yeah.
You can't take it away from me.
I can't see. Yep, that's in my brain now.
Well,
Dutch
I
now
have
has a cute
pictures.
little
What
mask
a
and everything.
reference.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad someone else besides
No,
me
show the
remembers Dynamite.
pictures.
But no, we'll just stick with that.
No,
I
show the
guess.
picture.
No, with the
Uh,
pictures.
The
No,
picture.
this is kind of the basis of what I was thinking.
I love it. Yes.
Yeah, so it's like a large, kind of shaped
large
like a
tree
tree frog. So like bigger head, kind of thinner body a little bit, like long limbs, long sort of fingies. I don't know what they're called on frogs.
Fingies
Fingies.
is the technical, is the scientific
That's a
term.
scientific term.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, big metallic eyes. It's cool. It's rad. How big is Dutch?
About like a
It's like
a
medium, right?
or large, yeah, it's medium size. So I was matching like a large dog.
Great
Okay.
Dane.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Great Dane sized frog.
I like your horse.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
you
I'm repeating
guys
myself now.
bringing the newest iteration of Dutch Gadget, I imagine, flying alongside you,
Mhm.
Law, through the trees. You all start to make your way through this enormous forest to try to find Nib in his cave, whoever and wherever that is. Who's taking the lead?
Guys, got the map.
All
Yeah.
right, Sereia's got the map. Rachel, go ahead and roll me a d4.
That's 4.
That's a 4. Okay.
I'm scared.
And then just go ahead and roll me a survival check with advantage.
Fuck.
Sorry, Thembershad came out.
He's
Nat
here.
20.
Natural 20. Okay.
28.
Yeah, you're all following Sereia, who this doesn't happen very often, because you all know how Sereia is, but she's got map in one hand and is kind of scouting out your trail in the other. She is walking with purpose. Doesn't happen very much.
There's no wandering. There's no meandering.
And yeah, there's no meandering, there's no wandering. Sarai's looking at this map and she's looking at the sort of cutting a trail through like she knows exactly where the fuck she's going.
Have you been here before?
It's very strange.
Nope.
Maybe it's like one of those moments when you just are in your element. Because, there's a lot of trees around here.
Are you even barefoot right now?
Yes.
I'd like to insight check Sereia. I don't know.
Insight
I don't know if I think she got body swapped in the night.
Does she say that under her breath like Willoughby? Insight.
Insight.
Insight check.
20. Is this Sereia?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. She's just good at this.
Cool. My friends is so awesome.
Okay. Sereia, along the way, you do notice one thing. You rolled a 4 on the d4, right?
Mhm.
As you're going along, you come across another clearing, sort of on your way. This one bigger than the last, probably like 150 feet across. This is a very large clearing. And you guys take a minute as you've been walking for a long time, kind of rest. And Sereia, you're looking at the map, kind of figuring out which way you need to go from here. And as you're kind of, get back to a little meandering around the clearing, kind of, stretch those legs out a little bit. You take a step and you step like down into something. It's not deep, but it is a little unexpected, and it kind of like throws you off for a second, and you kind of step back and look, and what you've stepped into is a massive like footprint. Like, it's about, from heel to toe, it's about 3 feet long, and at the end has these kind of large like claw marks, but it's left in the dirt.
She like puts her bare foot down in it.
It's huge.
Is it? What are you doing?
That's a lot bigger than my foot.
What, the big hole in the ground?
I mean, yeah, I mean that's what big holes are.
That's a footprint.
Is it heading toward where we're going?
It is not. It is sort of facing, if you guys were heading west, it's sort of facing north. And as Sereia points them out to you, those of you that want, you can clock them. Willoughby, you also take a look, and you see, Sereia, as you look up from the map, another one, sort of a few feet away, kind of making like a second, facing the same direction, kind of like a second one. Maybe where it was standing.
I don't want to make assumptions, but I'm assuming we don't want to follow that.
I mean, I kind of definitely do want to follow it.
Can
Tyrannosaurus.
I look at the track to see if I recognize it?
Yeah, make a nature check.
That is a 17.
Okay. It could be a lot of things. It's hard to say. It's definitely, well, you've hung out with these folks for long enough. It's definitely vaguely reptile-like. What kind? Hard to tell. Too big. Too big. Doesn't compute.
Grabs Damian by his lapels.
Oh.
Is it a Tyrannosaurus Rex?
No, it's not a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean, Tyrannosaurus Rex don't really have footprints like this. Can you stop shaking me?
What is it?
I don't know. It's big in a lizard. I don't know exactly what it is.
I will
That's
say...
a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There's more big lizards out there besides Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
Like what?
Well, there's Apatosauruses, Allosauruses, there's Velociraptors, there's Tarasques, there are dragon
Tarasques?
turtles. Yeah, Tarasques. They're really big lizards.
Damian,
I know
make a
what they
survival check. Also,
At the very least,
Velociraptors aren't bigger than
At the very
Tyrannosaurus
least,
Rexes.
we should just at least keep an eye out.
26.
Damian, off toward the edge of the clearing, you see another set of these prints, but they are pressed much deeper into the ground than the other ones that you found, and you don't see any moving forward, so it's almost as if something braced itself against the ground.
Oh.
And then
Oh.
was no longer on the ground to leave footprints.
Oh, okay, guys. I think whatever is here, it flew away. Because if you look at the prints here, it looks like they kind of did a little jump, and then they probably went whoosh and flew up into the sky.
Let's
There's a
fly
dragon.
after it.
To be honest, that doesn't make it any less or more alarming. I'm still the same amount of alarmed.
Well, you know, that's kind of the thing with anything that's really big. You gotta be alarmed about it, but you know, you just respect its privacy.
Yeah,
Then
at
if
the
it-
very least, we should just keep our eyes
Yeah.
on the sky every now and again.
Think
As
it's
we're
off to
traveling.
take a shower.
No. Wait,
No.
Why
Why?
specifically a shower?
Yeah,
Why a
why?
shower?
But to respect its privacy.
Well, yeah.
I guess so.
I want to circle around to why Giselle thinks that's the only place that your privacy should be respected.
Have you seen the lack of like
You really need to ask this question.
Nowhere
boundaries
else.
of Giselle?
I'm not really questioning
That's
it. I just
Giselle's
kind of
one
wanted
boundary.
to hang a lantern on it a little bit.
It's kind of like how your cat will not like go into the shower. You know, that's the one place they'll respect your boundaries.
Don't
No,
watch
ours
shit.
will.
That's
But-
true, yeah, that's true.
Anyway, you guys are free to do with this information what you wish.
Damian sketches the footprint.
Keep an eye out for a large dino thing.
Large flying lizards.
Oh my god, that's right behind you, Law.
Something is on
Don't-
my back.
Don't move, Law. Don't move. You got some. There's a creature right behind you. Don't move.
Willoughby attacks.
Don't move, Law. Don't move. If you
This
just
visual acuity is based on movement.
if you just keep perfectly still,
The-
it'll eventually go away.
You get a little bit of like a gross smell. At some point, the undead cat has snuck out of Giselle's bag and is now like sitting on top of your backpack trying to take a nap.
Hello, zombie cat.
Oh, should we get Rex out of his bottle?
Oh, my
yeah.
god!
Oh my gosh, we forgot about Arjun. We should take Arjun for a walk.
Let's
Oh
get
my
him out.
gosh. Yeah.
It's the last time, right? And then he can go.
Yeah. Well, do you think he would mind being in the Feywild?
Oh, we can ask him.
I get the impression he can pretty much go wherever he wants.
Okay, good. I didn't want him to be stuck here. Well, we could just let him wander towards the cave with us. And then he can go if he doesn't want to hang out with us or be our friend anymore.
Sereia, you sound kind of nervous when you said that last part.
Let's just get Rex out. I feel bad that he's been trapped in there. We probably should have let him out last night. I'm having a really hard time telling time here.
I think it's the fact that the sun has been up this entire time. If it wasn't for the canopy overcoming us, I probably.
Maybe it's a metaphor for if all of these areas of the wild just work together, they could have one cohesive day-night cycle.
Probably.
Very deep, Willoughby.
That's really deep.
Thanks.
But let's let him out. Pull out the bottle. And
Uncork it as we're walking.
You open the Ifriti bottle. This is the third time?
I
Yeah.
think so.
yes, yeah.
And there's that familiar sort of red smoke, and then appearing in front of you, the large form of the Ifriti you now know as Rex.
Hey, Rex.
Sees
Hey,
all
Rex.
of you, kind of looks around.
Hey, Rex.
Where the fuck are we?
Well, you can't say that here. The pixies will get mad.
I don't think there are any around.
I think I can take a few pixies. Where are we?
We're in the Feywild in Prismere. Currently in what used to be Prismere is now Thither. It's hard to keep track.
Right. Okay.
We're going this way.
It just continues.
Great. Did you need something? Or
No.
No,
You just
we
wanted to hang out.
Yeah.
Right.
We didn't interrupt your shows again, did we?
No, this is very strange. Okay. You guys don't need anything?
no,
You need to like fight a tree or something?
No.
no.
We just want to hang out with you.
We're on
Oh.
an adventure.
Okay.
We're going to a cave to meet a person named Nib.
Okay, well, you've he looks down at his watch. You got me for an hour, so
You hungry?
sure.
I'm gonna just pull out some jerky. Here you go.
Thanks, little man.
Thirsty? We got some water in here if you're thirsty too.
No, I don't really do water. 59 minutes, so let's walk through a forest, I guess. Go team. All right.
We didn't want to get you out and make you do something every time. That just seemed rude and
Rude, yeah.
yeah.
We
We just
don't own
figured
you.
it's our last time with you. We figured a walk through the forest would be nice, and then you're free.
Sorry, I'm gonna have you make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh. None of those are good. That's a 10.
Okay. It was not a very high DC.
Okay.
But yeah, he looks down at you. Huh. Okay. I guess I appreciate the thought.
Who doesn't like a walk through the woods?
I'm just
I mean, I
going
know
to
I
say
do.
what everyone is thinking, but is like feeling like, social norms not able to say, we like you and we hope maybe you'll like hang out with us and like want to be friends and stuff after this.
Yeah, that.
Okay. He looks at you, Giselle, comes back at Sereia. Yeah, all right.
Cool. So, all right. What do you think is stronger? 2 dragon turtles or 5 Tyrannosaurus Rexes?
I mean, I guess it depends on your definition of stronger.
Well, who do you
Like-
think could win?
Oh, like who would win in a fight?
Yeah.
The dragon turtles, for sure.
What if you're not in water?
No, I still think they could hack it.
All right, Mary, fuck, kill. I'm just going into the woods.
Just asking random stuff.
Just asking Rex random things.
So like
Yeah.
half an hour in, we're doing 20 questions, and he's just like, nope. You're never gonna guess what I'm thinking of.
Oh, are you thinking of a giant peanut with 2 arms that are actually tentacles and a little eye stalk on top of their head?
No.
I tried. Yeah, my turn.
Damian's not actually playing 20 questions, he's just guessing random
Yeah,
creatures.
that's what he's doing.
Okay. Anything else for the next hour?
Getting to know Rex.
Yeah, you guys hang out, you talk. He tells you a couple of stories, and at the end of the hour, he says, "Well, I'm due back in the bottle, so see you next time."
So, the next time we open it, you're free. You get to do whatever you want.
Oh, I'm fully aware of how it works.
Okay. I'm just saying.
You want like a
I'll,
going away party?
Ooh, I don't really do parties.
Oh.
Do you do high fives?
Sure, why not? Well, his hand is massive.
High fives.
I'll think about it. What you said.
Okie dokie.
Goes back in the bottle.
We're totally
think-
throwing him a party.
We're
If you,
hopefully gonna throw
That
him
was
a
a
party.
very productive session, everyone.
I think we should get him a cake. You think maybe he likes red velvet cake?
Who doesn't like red velvet cake?
It's true.
So the new stopper appears in the bottle, which can be removed in 24 hours. If the bottle is opened a 4th time, Rex is free. So you got 24 hours at least to think about that.
24 hours to plan a party.
24 hours to plan a party.
This group, we can do that.
That's like
Easy.
nothing to Sereia. A single
Got it
party.
handled.
That's her normal morning routine, planning a party for someone.
Exactly. All right.
She just has a
so-
notebook full of like already planned parties. She just has to
just-
pick one.
Just goes through the little Rolodex.
Going away, graduations.
Ah, Starry Night. Perfect.
Love is forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
Prom under the sea. Ooh, gotta remember that one for later.
Prom under the sea. Prom under the stars. Prom under the moon.
Prom in a volcano. What was I on?
I was
What am I thinking?
literally the word volcano was about to come out of my mouth. I was literally about to say prom in the shadow of a volcano. No. Right. Okay. I don't know why that's the
Pompeii.
next logical
Prom-
step from moon to
Pompeii.
volcano.
Oh, Val, that was in my mouth. About to
Too
come out.
soon.
So good.
Pompeii is really funny, actually.
Oh man.
Okay.
Well, that's the theme now.
That was a fun. Well, that was a fun diversion. Somebody write that down.
Yeah.
Val, that's really good.
That's really
You're
good.
welcome.
Really
That's the
good.
only clever thing I want to say today.
Oh man, sometimes it's just one really good one.
Yeah.
All you
Oh
need.
jeez. Okay. Why are we all thinking about volcanoes today?
It was hot.
All right. You make your way. It takes a few hours to get. I think you're getting the impression based on how long, Sereia, you rolled really fucking good on your survival. I say really good, the best you can roll. Just to get from this sort of clearing on the map where you were to this cave is taking you several hours. So you are getting the impression that while you're having generally an easier time navigating thither for whatever reason, it is bigger than hither was, just kind of on basic scale. So probably traveling is going to take a little bit longer in this area. But you make it. The sun still pretty much staying in the same spot. And you make your way over towards the forest. Kind of breaks a little bit. Again, you're still kind of surrounded by trees, but they're smaller. And you come upon this very large rock formation in this it's like a wooded hillside, so most of the hill is kind of trees and everything, and then there's this kind of stark rock formation in the middle. And there is a cave that you can very clearly see. There's torchlight, warm, sort of cozy, torchlight kind of radiating from the inside where the cave starts to get dark. And somebody just roll me a perception check. Whoever's looking around, probably Damian, but
I'll do it.
I imagine Soraya's just walking with her head on the map, and she's like, "I feel like we should be there any minute now," and just runs right into a rock because the map is up in her face. So not her for the perception.
you run into a rock right next to the cave.
I got a 21.
Okay. Damien, about 20 feet or so off to one side from this cave, you just hear what sounds like kind of paper fluttering, and you look over in one of these trees on the hillside. There's another one of these wanted posters nailed to it.
Go to check out that wanted poster.
Yeah, roll me a d8.
4.
4. This one, again, at the top, it says wanted. It's written in Elvish at the bottom, signed by Gray Nightshade. It's got another sketch of this same kid on it, and this one at the bottom says, bring this wisp of a thief to me alive and unharmed, and I'll ensure that no sword can ever break your skin.
Guys, I think we may have found some kind of I don't know, enemy of this state or something.
Enemy.
Go with it. What if we bring the wanted posters to her and say, "Here, we brought them. They are unharmed and as alive as paper can be. Give me your shit."
I don't think that's going to work.
Damon was
It's
about
a
to
fair
agree that
while,
slowly
though.
lowers his hand.
It works within what she said on the poster.
Yes,
You
she's right.
think that we can make the listen? My father works in the legal department, and
You don't
even
say.
I think that's a bit of a stretch, as a technicality argument.
But it's the Feywild. Shit is weird here.
I think we need to find whoever this is, because whoever they are, they clearly stole something that is very important to her.
True. But I want to be able, no sword pierce me and bring people back from the dead, like Sereia.
If she actually gives that to you, or if she just kills you.
What if it's they're saying, "Oh, no sword would be able to break your skin, but it's actually she turns you into stone because that's what happens.
Exactly. Like she could twist that as easily as you can.
What about the bringing people back from the dead?
They get brought back as
A
something
zombie.
else. Or a zombie, yeah. Like, straight up monkey paw rules.
Fine. It was an idea.
It was a good idea.
And normally we yes and those, but that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but you saw how shifty Lorna was, so
I want to circle back to it was a good idea, but actually it was a bad idea.
Well, I'd never said it was a good idea.
I throw a ball of yarn at Law.
and then your instincts immediately make you chase it.
Yeah.
I need that.
All right. So you found this cave.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You say out loud, knock, knock, and you hear a voice from a little bit inside the cave. I think it's hard to make out what it's saying because of the echo and everything, but you do hear somebody inside.
I heard, "Hey, hello, please come in." Did you all hear that?
No.
No, but I trust you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, you make your way into the cave. Let's see. Hmm. You make your way inside the cave. And again, you can see a few torches that are placed around, radiating this kind of warm, like firelight. It's a little dim in here. Inside, as you make your way down, it doesn't go too far back. You see a wizened old man, sitting at a spinning wheel. He's wearing clothes that probably used to be very fine, this sort of fine tunic that's all embroidered and breeches and everything, but they are like threadbare, like that's all he's been wearing for a long time. He is surrounded by, and you can all see this, the torchlight sort of reflecting off of them and gleaming piles and piles of gold. And you hear it clanking as he reaches down, sort of grasps a handful of coins, and in his hand they immediately turn into this like spool of like golden fiber, like thread. And he sets about sort of putting it on the spinning wheel, but hearing you come in, he looks your way, and you can see he's wearing a blindfold. But he acknowledges all of you, kind of gives a nod in your general direction. Please, come in. It's been a while since I had visitors. Make yourselves comfortable.
Are you Nib?
Many call me that, yes. What can I do for you?
Well, we're new in town. And we're here, well, to help out with what's going down with the sisters.
Ah. You're here for Scabatha.
Yeah, that's her name.
Well, hard for me to say, but you sound young and plucky. So I imagine you won't listen if I tell you to turn around and go home.
Nope. We're gonna punch her in the schnoz.
Right, well, then we'll just move past that part of the conversation. Who has a passive perception of at least 14? What is that?
buddy. I have exactly 14.
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry, but because
he's
it's
really having a
Bummer.
time back there.
But it was the struggle of trying so hard to stay up, and then like, nope, I give up. This is my life now.
Remember me.
He's so dumb.
So
I do not, but Dutch does.
Dutch does. So Dutch would see Sereia, Damian, and Willoughby. As Nib is talking, you can just a little bit of a glimpse of something that is always kind of just out of your direct line of vision. You all see these. You get little glimpses of these forms sort of appearing in the shadows behind Nib, so where the torchlight doesn't quite reach. These apparitions start to kind of appear and then very quickly sort of dissipate. Damian, you see like the apparition of what you think is like a coachman, or something, like sort of the hat and the uniform, very gaunt in the face, sort of appear very quickly, and you see him like looking towards Nib and then disappear. Sereia, you see this woman with a very long face, sort of like dabbing at her eyes with a handkerchief, and then very quickly she disappears. Willoughby, you see like a teen boy sort of appear, kind of half formed, rail thin, wearing an eye patch, and then disappear as the light starts to flicker again. And this, you guys see this happening every so often behind him.
Do I see anything cool with my true seeing? I also have a 15 passive perception.
Interesting. Yeah, Giselle, you again see, and coming and going kind of almost as quickly as the light is flickering, you see these same kind of apparitions kind of appearing, almost like they're kind of phasing in to this plane from somewhere else, kind of appearing. You'll see one kind of reach out in Nib's general direction, or sort of look at him for a moment before they very quickly disappear. They're not going back into the ethereal plane, so you don't know where they're going. But yeah, you do see them. So everybody but Law sees this happening.
Got a lot of gold here.
Yes, by my last count, there are 27,213 left.
Do you have to spin all of them into to thread?
Well, I use the thread to spin treasures that may help others along their journey.
Oh. So is this like commission work or something? Or is it just like a hobby?
No, this is my existence now.
Oh.
Now? Are you like cursed to be here or something?
Exactly that. In fact, call it comeuppance.
Or are you kind of
Is
a
it-
dick bag?
Some sort of like monkey's paw type, like, oh, you like greed so much.
Oh, you guys know Monkey's Paw.
Not
We're
personally,
familiar
no.
We're familiar with the.
Is that a person?
It's quite the story. No, he kind of scratches at the blindfold a little bit. I led a not so kind existence before now. I earned these, and he kind of gestures around to all the many piles of gold, by exploiting other people's misery. I spent a long time buying condemned properties and then renting them back out for, well, what many would call an exorbitant amount of money. So, Granny Nightshade is helping me make amends. I told her I wanted to put my bad deeds behind me and my ill-gotten gains to good use, and as a part of that, I now live here in this cave, spinning my gold into useful things for anybody who comes my way.
When he mentions ill-gotten deeds behind him, he looks at those apparitions on the wall, kind of like trying to put two and two together.
So, is there something I can help you with, or something I can make for you?
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts and kind of focus, not try to probe, but just like surface level.
Okay. Yeah, surface level thoughts. He seems like you get a general feeling that he is trying to abide by the rule of hospitality. He is trying to be kind and welcoming, even though he currently cannot see you. So it makes him a little nervous, I think. There's a little anxiety behind it, just because he knows there's more than one of you. But he doesn't take the blindfold off. He doesn't even think about taking the blindfold off. It doesn't even kind of cross the front of his brain.
Well, since you know we're here to take down DJ Nightshade,
Oh, that's a new one.
is there anything you can do to help us with that?
Well, he kind of finishes threading the that golden thread through his spinning wheel. I can make you each one gift. Now, if you have anything in particular in mind, I could try that. But generally, the spinning wheel, well, it has a little bit of a mind of its own when visitors come. So, if you have any thoughts, send them my way. Otherwise, I'll let the wheel and my knitting needles do their work.
I like surprises. Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave it up to the.
I'm gonna send a Detect Thoughts to who would be the most level-headed here?
Who's going to be reasonable here?
Who's gonna be reasonable?
Willoughby.
Here? I'm between Willoughby and Sereia. I'm gonna go with Willoughby. Just like, hey, Willoughby. This is law. Do you trust this?
Well, I'm pretty confident that if this isn't above board, we can handle it.
That's a good point.
But I feel like a recommendation from Clapperclaw wouldn't. They don't seem the type to steer us in the wrong direction, especially after what we did for them, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right? It was Clapperclaw that
Yeah.
mentioned.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Clapperclaw is the type that would have lured us here. There's some sort of insidious plot. Okay. Well, I'm ready to deal with it if we have to, but see what happens.
So, what's the verdict?
You said you could make specific things?
Up to a certain. Well, I'll be frank. It's 1,000 coins per craft, gift. Anything more expensive than that, the magic sort of stops there. So it's not infinite, but there are quite a few things I could make if I set my mind to it. So I'll just tell you guys how this works. He can... There's a roll table that I can roll on. And he will make you a random gift. Or, if you have a specific request, he will honor it as long as it is worth less than 1,000 gold pieces. And it has to be, if it's anything magical, common, or uncommon. He can't make anything better than that.
Damn. I had an idea, and I don't think it's gonna work now. I want an animated shield.
Those are nice.
I know. We haven't been shopping in a while, so I was like, is this my opportunity to try to find one of these? No.
You could get
And
shields.
just to understand, or do we have to give him gold for it, or
Nope.
is it like he's just using the gold?
Nope,
that's
he's
in
using
the-
what's in the cave.
Okay.
I'm
So,
sorry, what was the value that you said we're
less than
limited to?
1,000. Less than 1,000, common or uncommon rarity.
Okay.
Oh, Damian will walk up to Nib. I have a request for something if you can make it.
Oh, I will certainly try. What would you like, my friend?
Well, so I was supposed to get it from my teacher, but they never gave it to me in time. But there's like a belt that the people of like my punching order, they get. You know, is a sign of that we did it. And I never got it, because I got whisked away here in the past. And I was wondering, think you can make it for me?
What belt are you looking for specifically?
Damian wants the dragon hide belt, uncommon. I'll post you the link.
Yes. Oh, I might have it on D&D Beyond. Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Dragon
there it
Hide
is.
belt. There's uncommon. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't have the gold value on here. So,
Oh no, it is definitely too much because it's 1,500 for uncommon.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's just too much.
too expensive.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
But he can make I'm confused. He can make uncommon items, but we have to decide how much that uncommon item would be worth.
Well, I mean, a lot of them have a gold value.
Oh, do they? Where can you see that?
I can just see it. It's magical. I think all the ones that are in the DMG have a gold value.
Yeah.
Let's see. As long as it's worth less than 1,000. Common or uncommon? Guess. I'll tell you what. Because it looks like not all of them have gold values. We'll say a common or uncommon item or something that is worth less than 1,000. Do either or. That'll open you guys up a little bit because you're higher level. We'll get some.
That's the
stuff
way
later.
I understood it when
Okay,
you
cool.
read it at first.
Alright.
I was
Let's do that.
makes sense to
So
me.
yeah, he can make that for you,
Okay.
Derman. Yeah. So he reaches out, kind of, he scoops up several coins, and you see them forming into this like thicker, like more sturdy thread, and he threads that in alongside. And again, he's totally blindfolded; he can't see what he's doing. But you see him sort of start the spinning wheel, and then he pulls out a pair of knitting needles, and about 60 seconds later, after sort of moving these needles through, there's this little flash of light, and he hands over a belt. It does have it still has, like, even though it is completed, has sort of like a knitted quality to it, and there's a little bit of like gold shimmer. Try that on for size.
Thank you. Damian will tie it on.
Yeah, it's the +1 Dragonhide belt.
Now, how cool are the things on the random table?
I mean, I think they're cool. They're all
It's
good
that point
items.
of like, it's that point of like, the mystery box option versus something I can pick. And so I'm having that moment here. It's like maybe I'm missing out on getting something super rad off the random
At
table.
Again,
the
it is-
all-purpose tool.
It is all
locker.
stuff that is within those parameters. So it's not like there's not like a Vorpal sword on the table. Like it's all within the same parameters of the stuff that he can make.
So it's not like random. You can get something very powerful.
No, he
but it's
can make
randomized.
things up to a certain
Okay,
stopping
that
point.
makes sense. All right, that's mostly what I wanted to know is like, do I get a random chance at getting like a legendary?
No,
item,
he's told you what he's capable of.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I do have.
All-purpose tool.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, sorry. I'm just yelling at Val. Don't worry about it. Continue.
No.
I do have something just so that I understand one more time.
Mhm.
You're comfortable with it being something that's above 1,000 gold if it's a common item?
Yeah.
Because plate armor is a common item, but it's 1,500.
Yes.
But cast off plate armor, which is just as far as I can see, and I have Xanathars in the other room, so I could double check, but as far as I can see, doesn't have a different value to it. So would you be comfortable with me having cast off plate armor?
I think so. Let me see. I can find it. Cast off armor. There we go. That's the one that you can put on and off with an action, right?
As an action,
Yeah.
which means Daddy
you
can
can
fly.
fly.
Yeah.
I learned of its existence not long ago, and I was like, my God, that would be sick, because I could actually use like my racial feat that I never get to use.
Yes. Yeah, he can make that for you.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, as it stands, I have Splint +2 right now, so I'd just be
Mhm.
sacrificing 1 AC, but like, I could fly.
Yeah, you can take it off as an action. Yeah. Yeah. So
So-
Willoughby, you approach.
Can you make like a plate armor that maybe has like these like interlocking like clasps that I could just real quick doff my armor in battle and get to spread my wings, as it were, literally?
Oh, I see. I see. You're a bird folk then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If you want to get technical about it, I'm a strake, but Alan works too.
I see. I think I have just the thing. And he again takes up those knitting needles, and about a minute later, he presents to you again, looking a little bit knitted, little like shine from that gold thread. Hands to you a piece of plate.
Oh, thanks. This is neat.
You're welcome.
Willoughby just like real quick slaps his shoulders and the thing pops off like, whoa, wee! And then I just sort of glide around the cave.
Any other thoughts?
I'm looking, but I'm thinking I might roll on the random table,
Okay.
but I don't know yet. I need like
Would you perhaps make me okay, there are these gloves, and they make it easier for you to steal things.
You want thievery gloves? That's what you.
Yes, I want gloves of thievery.
Okay. Yes. He reaches into a pocket and he pulls out a pattern. He's knitting. Yeah, he can do gloves of thievery. It's actually one of the items on the table. So yeah, he pulls out a little pattern. It's like 30 seconds. hands you a set of knitted gloves, a little bit of a gold sheen to them. Try them on. They form themselves to your paws.
Oh, it looks like I still have my claws. Isn't that cute? Thank you.
You're welcome.
My
gonna
sleight
roll
of
on the
hand is
table.
a plus 16 now, you guys.
Oh my.
So's my thieves' tools.
Yeah, make sure you guys are keeping track of if any of these require attunement. I don't think any of them have so far, but
Mine is, I think mine needs to.
I'm not keeping track. All right, Sereia, you want to roll on the table?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Nib kind of turns in your general direction. Any thoughts?
Well, I've been looking for an item for a while, but it hasn't come up yet, and I don't think that you're going to be able to make it, because I think it's worth more than, you're capable of. No offense. I'm sure you're very capable. It's just very specific. So I'm just going to say dealer's choice.
All right. Roll me a d8.
That is a 4.
Okay. Da-na-na, let me pull them up. He picks up the knitting needles again, sort of thinks for a moment. Here we are. And he knits you a pair of boots. Again, a little bit of a golden shimmer to them. Now, I know, I'm sure you're very noble adventurers, gloves notwithstanding. I think I've got a sense for what you're up to. So, take these and see how you like them.
Is it because I'm not wearing shoes?
Sweetie, I'm blindfolded.
Oh, well, I just figured maybe you could hear that I was barefoot.
Oh, the thread works in mysterious ways. And he hands you a pair of boots of elven kind.
To go with my cloak of velvet kind.
Somehow.
She tries them on.
They're a perfect fit.
Cuts the soles off of them.
Turn them into Crocs of Elvenkind.
Yes.
Crocs of velvet kind.
So you have the boots of elven kind. Your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you're moving across, and you have advantage on stealth checks that require moving silently, and your cloak slot is now open.
Chanclas of Elvenkind.
But so yes, when you wear the boots, you are always moving. Your footsteps are always silent.
Wow.
And they're very soft. Kind of like walking on soft grass. Now I know there's one more of you in here.
Well, it depends on how you'd interpret it. So my friend Dutch here, I don't know if would get the request, same as me.
Me, as the DM, I'm gonna say no.
I just had to try.
Because Dutch can't ask for something on their own.
Yeah, this is pretty tough because I normally make things for myself.
I mean, it's just an offer. You don't have to take anything.
No, I mean, there'd be some things that would be useful to have. I had a pair of rocket boots at one point that I had to take apart to use for some other pieces, so it'd be nice to have those again.
Rocket boots. Now, that's a new one.
But also, I've always wanted an immovable rod. I don't suppose you could make a carpet because I lost mine.
Just a carpet?
No, a flying one.
No, unfortunately, that's a bit beyond my pay grade.
Could you make a device that tells me where my carpet is?
Oh,
Well, I have locate object.
All right.
well, there you go. I could
We
make
need
you
to
a
use that.
compass.
It's me, the occasional spellcaster.
Willoughby does have locate object.
Yeah.
So does Sereia.
There
Just
you
never
go.
prepares it.
I prepared it exclusively for the Feywild, just in case of some Fey bullshit.
That makes sense to me.
And I pretty much have a lot of what Sereia has prepared just in case, including Revivify.
Then you can grab a diamond out of Soraya's bag if she's the one who dies.
Yeah, I'm like, listen,
Right.
I don't ever have to worry about healing. I could just kill. But like, just in case the healer goes down,
You never
back
know.
up.
You never know. She's got like little bags with like that are set up with all the components already, like in case
In case
rip
of
this out, yeah,
emergency.
in case of
of death.
emergency.
I
Break
break
the
a little
glass.
glass, and then there's
Yeah.
a little hammer, and then I break the glass on the other thing.
Yes.
Okay. No, I think I know what I want. I've been getting into some different types of spell casting recently, getting into some wizard shit.
Mhm.
Could you make me an arcane grimoire?
Oh, interesting. Tell me more. Tell me more.
So I have this, and brings up the their spell book.
Again, sweetie, I'm blindfolded.
Okay, I'll describe it. It's sort of this mechanical device, like some sort of upgrade for it, so that I could, sort of give my spells a little bit of, zhuzh them up a bit. Maybe a cool like carrying case for it. That so essentially, I'm asking for the arcane grimoire +1, which
Yeah.
isn't uncommon item. But wanted to flavor it as maybe something that would be coincide with my.
May I see that?
Oh yes.
Takes it. And what does spellbook look like?
So it's just a little, essentially in like its dormant state. It's this little like, kind of like a disc that is a little bit like wider in the center. And then it like flips open to project the arcane mind out of it, this like kind of hologram sort of thing, or
Gotcha.
like a little illusion.
Okay. Yeah, he takes it, kind of moves his hands around it, hands it back to you. I think I have something for you. And he again picks up those knitting needles and begins to work. And a couple minutes later, he hands you another. It's got that golden sheen to it. He hands you another little device. It's got a clasp at one end, and it sort of locks itself to the side of your spellbook when it's open. And it looks like several lenses that you can sort of flip in and out, and it will sort of change the nature of what your spellbook is projecting through your different like magical focuses, essentially.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can do for all of you?
No, but here, and Damian gives them a picture, but like the way he drew it, he added like a bunch of like texture to it. So if he runs his hands over it, he feels like the etchings that he made in the paper, and it's like a nice picture of Nib.
Thank you. That's very kind. It's been a long time since I had a visitor.
You know where Scabatha is?
Yes, I do. You'll want to go, vaguely north of here, I believe. It's quite a ways. You'll go past the Wayward Pool. Once you reach that point, you'll know when you're getting close. It's Well, it's called Loom Lurch, but it's a very large tree, essentially, that she's turned into, her home, her workshop. There's even a little community around it. If you, between you and me, if you reach the getaway gang, you've gone too far.
The getaway gang?
Oh, that's what, young Will, that's what he calls his little group.
Is that what all the wanted posters are for?
Oh, yes, Will of the Feywild, Scabatha's mortal nemesis, and general forest trickster.
Like him already.
I like them. Yeah.
Yes, so if you go even further north, they're difficult to find because Little Oak protects them quite well. But if you hear giggling and general tomfoolery about, it's probably those kids. He means well, Will. He's just a Have you ever heard the expression "flying by the seat of your pants"?
My grandpa
Yes.
said it to me a lot.
That's sort of his whole existence.
It's on my family's heraldry.
Well, then you'd get along quite well, I think. He's a good kid. He's trying his best.
Anything we should know about Scabatha for when we inevitably run into her? Because that
Oh.
seems to be what we're doing.
Yes, I suppose that would be helpful, wouldn't it? Scabatha, many here call her Granny Nightshade. At her behest, it's sort of the, I don't know, persona, if you will, that she likes to put on. She's a strange woman. Obviously, she's completely obsessed right now with capturing Will, after, he and those rascals got into it a bit with her. You see, Granny Nightshade has a workshop. She's fascinated by toys. She's a craftsman. She crafts all sorts of, frankly, very creepy, unsettling toys that she then likes to deliver to children on other planes. Fills the head with nightmares or something she would like. And she's not a very kind woman.
So evil Santa Claus.
That's an excellent way of putting it. Except she doesn't have a sleigh. She's got that awful rocking horse. Anyway. Yes, she likes to make these toys. However, she can't make them all herself. So she has workers. They're treated very well. They're not harmed, but they can't exactly leave. And Will obviously doesn't take very kindly to that, being as young as he is.
So, child labor.
Yes.
So we're going to be rescuing a bunch of kids.
We're
Maybe
gonna
she's the one
save
stealing-
Christmas.
The youngins. Maybe she has the baby displacer
Maybe
beast.
she
Maybe
has,
she
yeah.
is the displacer beast. Our only reason for being here.
Well, one of our reasons. What?
Our only reason for
I
being
think, I
here.
think there's more reasons we're here.
Law's
No,
only
but-
reason for being here.
Yeah, I'm leaving as soon as we find the displacer beast.
No, you're not. Not without your carpet.
Oh no, carpet. All right, yeah.
Well,
But
a
as soon as I have
rescue
carpet
mission.
and displacer beast, I'm out of here.
I see. Well, then you're definitely going to want to talk to Will. If that's your angle. I would take you. However, I'm cursed to live in this cave with my spinning wheel for all time. So, yes, you want to go north. Very north. Past the Wandering Pool, not the Wandering Pool, the Wayward Pool. I suppose you could wander to it. You'll know it when you see it. It's basically the only large body of water here. The rivers connect to it. Past that, past Loom Lurch, which you'll definitely know when you see, and up into the woods. And if you get far enough up there or close enough to the getaway gang, Little Oak will find you.
If we defeat Scabatha, will the curse that's on you be lifted?
I have no idea. I don't even know if I'd want it to be.
I mean, I can remove curses.
Well, I don't know how skilled you all are at magic. You could attempt, but, well, things work a bit differently here in the Feywild. Although I would very much like to go home at some point.
Well, I can try.
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
And she will cast Greater Restoration on him to see if it will remove his curse.
Okay. Make a roll with your spellcasting modifier.
Okay. Ah. That one. Oh. That is a 15. I did not roll well.
Okay. Yeah, you reach out and cast a spell, and you see the flames of the torches kind of flicker, and they flicker a little bit more brightly, almost as if they're trying to like close in or close out the shadows that are behind Nib, and it sort of takes hold, and then they kind of go back to normal, and a couple of the apparitions appear again. He kind of sighs. Oh, well. I appreciate the gesture all the same.
Thank you for your kind gifts. I'm sorry I couldn't help.
Oh, that's all right. I'll get back to Waterdeep one of these days.
Oh, I've been there.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how much it's changed.
So you're like from the ocean?
From a city by an ocean. Very far from here.
That's where Sereia's betrothed's just from.
Mm-hmm.
His name I can't remember, but it starts with an E.
It starts with an E.
We were given 8 of them, so
There were a lot of them.
Edward, Edwin.
Well, I suppose this is where you venture on then.
Thank you for the gifts.
You're very welcome. Put them to good use. And, never you mind. I wish you luck.
What was he thinking when he said that?
In the front of his mind for just a second, he had this thought, this sort of passing thought of the 5 of you going after Scabatha, and if you used his gifts, whether or not she would notice the gold sheen.
Ah.
And then he sort of put that away. There's just a little smile on his face. And then he files that thought away. Good luck to you. And tell Will I said hello. All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You all
It's
get ready to venture north.
When we take down Scabatha, we need to say Nib sends his regards.
Tell Scabatha, I want to know it was me.
He wasn't going to ask you to do it, but he thought about it.
Now we are.
Now we are. Tell everyone.
As you leave Nib's cave and get ready to head north, maybe towards Loomlurch, maybe towards Little Oak and Will of the Feywild, that is where we're going to end our session for today. Today's session, you just made a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much what happened.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for playing. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Let's do stars and wishes really quick before we go away, because we've reached the end of our time here. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. My star goes to Rob and Willoughby for that fantastic reveal of the Echo Knight. Yay! That was so
Prank
cool.
era engaged.
Prank era.
Prank era.
engaged.
Prank era.
Oh God, Willoughby and Damian together in a prank era is terrifying, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be phenomenal. My wish. Yeah, let's unionize all these child workers into not having to be child workers anymore. That should be part of their union contract. We're children, and we shouldn't have to do this. Yeah.
I've been clear with you guys behind the scenes. I want to be clear for our audience as well. Kids are fine, treated well, totally unharmed. I'm not going to put a bunch of kids in danger, so if you're out there watching and you're worried that's going to happen, don't worry about it.
Kids are good.
They're fine.
The kids
They're
are all
fine.
right.
They're just trapped.
They're trapped. It's not great, but
The basic fairy tale rules, you know?
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
hurt kids on stream, so nobody be worried about it. And they know we've talked about this as well, but I'll just
Yeah.
put that out there for you guys out there in case you're watching.
Because we use safety tools.
Yeah. I'm using one for the chat. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Don't
Trust
worry,
me.
chat.
Trust me.
We're good, chat. Don't worry. And that's me.
Thanks, Sid. Who wants to go next?
Oh, it's me. Do it.
I give my star to Law, because I appreciate in my head the Tony Stark Iron Man 3 garage of all of the different variations on Dutch. Like, and man, I just want to have like an end of the movie fight at one point where you hit it like we're all level 20 and you hit a beacon and like all of these different models of Dutch come in. Like the ones that we were never gonna see, like the underwater explorer Dutch and the like
Party mode Dutch.
the Godzilla fighting Dutch. Like just
Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I want to circle around to Party Bus Dutch.
Yeah.
party bus Dutch.
Party bus Dutch.
Terrace
yeah.
Buster Dutch.
Yeah, the Terrace Buster, exactly. And my wish is that we get to join this like rebellion of like little kids sticking it to this witch lady. I'm picturing Jet from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, my brain went in the opposite direction. I was thinking Rufio.
Yes.
I don't know if I know who that is. Oh god, that name is so familiar.
Rufio.
Oh,
Rufio.
Oh,
Rufio.
Yeah, that helps. I suddenly now know what that is.
Hook
From
with
Hook.
Robin Williams, Peter
From
Pan.
Hook, the Peter Pan.
Also
Yeah.
played by Dante Bosco.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I clearly need to add that to my Captain America Winter Soldier
it's a fun
list
movie.
of things that I apparently missed when I was in the ice. Everything I say is references. It's just none of the references that you guys know. So, or none of it's
The shade.
just fucking
To be fair, that's usually my life before the stream starts.
Yeah.
So, you know.
yeah. Anyway, that's my time.
Thanks, Rob. Who else?
Guess I'm next. My star goes to Giselle for the sneaky gloves. But then it actually being on the table of things that he could make was just so funny and perfect. Like it was such a perfect item for Giselle to want. And then when Van was like, "Oh yeah, that's on the table," I was like, "It was meant to be."
This is something people ask for all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, I guess
it
I
was
can
just
tell you guys what was
so
on the table.
Funny. It was just, yeah, it was really perfect. And it made me laugh.
Remind me later. I'll tell you guys what was on there.
Okay. And my wish. Oh, there are so many. My selfish wish is I really want an animated shield now that I've discovered that that's a thing. So I gotta find it somewhere in the world. And my actual wish is for I want like a cool like Peter Pan reveal of this like child leader of of the other like what are the getaway gang.
The
I wrote
getaway
that down. The
gang.
getaway gang. I just love it. I can't wait to see what wild tween shenanigans these kids are up to and
Yeah.
how unruly they are and wherever it is that they're living. I'm just imagining like just full on Peter Pan and the Lost Boys. And I can't wait for a bunch of like, what are we all like, late teens, early 20s?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how old everybody is
Right, they're
actually.
like
I don't
the
actually
cool-
don't know.
like
I
the
don't
cool
know how
college
old everybody
kids.
is. Yeah, are they gonna like be like, oh, like try to impress us? Or I can't wait to see how they
Yeah.
interact with a bunch of like older kids this show to be like, what are you guys doing here?
Well, that's definitely going to happen if you go
I
up
can't
there.
wait.
Oh, and you guys have seen the sketches of him, so I could show you his little art now if you want.
Mm,
If you want to see what he looks like.
mhm.
He looks unruly. He looks like the road to hell is paved with good intentions was a person. I love him.
no.
He's precious.
Oh no. I love him.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I can't
he's
wait.
young. He's like 11 or 12. He's like a younger.
Oh my god, I love this kid.
Yeah, he's
We're adopting this child.
like 11 or 12, like a young, like
Mm.
black tween. He's kind of got, his hair is always a little lopsided. He always has this look on his face.
Oh my gosh, it's like
He's precious.
Damien and
Love him.
Will are gonna be best friends.
It's
I
like
already know it.
little Damian is really what it is.
Yeah. Like, who are you?
Oh.
I'm you, but bigger.
Damian's getting a baby brother. Yay!
He's precious. Oh yeah, thanks, Rachel.
I changed my wish. I want Damian to get a baby brother.
I'm gonna give my star to do a double star to Damian and Van for finding the tiny mushroom people and for the existence of the tiny mushroom people. Because oh my god,
They're
it's my
very
favorite.
dear to my heart.
I love them so much. I want them in real life. And then yeah, I want my wish this time is to actually lead an uprising. to
Second
actually
chances,
help.
am I right?
Yeah. Because the last time it turned out that the best thing to do was to perpetuate the monarchy. And I don't want to keep doing that.
You're in a different place now.
I know.
Awesome. Thank you, Val.
My star goes to Val because just echoing what Rob said, I just love the idea that Law has all of these like Tony Stark Iron Man like models of Dutch ready to go at any given moment. And it's just the idea that they are constantly upgrading every single mode of Dutch, and it has me curious, like when we hit level 20, what is the final form of Dutch going to be? And I'm very curious what that, and I'm excited to see what that's going to be.
I have no plans, only I follow the whims of fate. I was telling this to Van during our break. I said Dutch's Law's designs for Dutch have been very much like my own brain, like actually like has like a lot of like awesome ideas and then like cool concepts, and then you put them into practice and you're like, oh, this ball can't roll upstairs. I
Like
didn't
the
think
one
about that.
like super thing that seems like it would be obvious, but you're too busy thinking about all the
But
other
I kind
details
of
to
love
miss
that
it.
because like invention is born of necessity,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so that seems like it's the most logical
Exactly.
like step forward. It's like, I didn't consider this. Let me
Mhm.
think about it in the next one.
that's why
Well,
that's why I
'cause
love it so much.
It has the right energy.
Yeah, well, because that's what it's been. Like, starts off as tiny little pots scrabbled together from a bunch of little pieces we found, and then moves into like big, like, yeah, let's make a big robot. And then was like, no, let's do something a little sleeker, a little like more well designed, like multi-purpose kind of thing. And it's like, oh, this actually is incredibly impractical, despite how cool it looks.
Mm.
So yeah,
And with Law, the final form of any creation is frog, so
frog. Yeah, I have to stick with the frog theme. Yeah,
I don't know we did that one mini game, and then you guys became completely obsessed with frogs.
Yeah, well, I kind of tying it back into Law's Wizard Awakening of it's a little frog familiar. It's just a bigger frog familiar.
My wish, I want some straight up Lost Boy shenanigans. Like, I want to see this place. It probably has like 15 half pipes and like some roller coaster tracks going around the trees, and like there's probably like a half pipe that has like a graffiti of Skabatha looking all like, that says like fuck Skabatha or something like that.
You
Just
like throw knives at?
yeah, like like I am leaning hard towards how the Lost Boys headquarters in Hook looked, is where my brain is instantly going with this.
Okay. We'll see. Thank you, Wally. Anything else before we go away? All right.
See you this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll see everybody this afternoon. I don't want to do the last words bit.
Okay.
My brain's tired.
It's your show. You do what you want.
I'll just... Do you guys have anything you want to say? How you want to say goodbye today?
Class dismissed. I was thinking about Mr. Feeney earlier. So.
Yeah.
All right. And as somewhere back in Strixhaven, all of your professors are worried sick.
Wondering where the hell we are.
They turn off the classroom lights after another day of no word from any of you. We will see everybody this afternoon for the return of Ward 47. Until then, stay gold, Pony Boys.